are. Happy Monday. Good God, where'd that weekend go? Lasted about 45 seconds, I think.
Right?
Yeah. Well, we are back, though, somewhat refreshed on a fun Monday show with JKJ. Katie's firing up that live stream on the YouTubes. Just search Mix 100 Denver on the YT, and you'll be right here in the studios with us in Lone Tree, Colorado. It's a big day today. We're kicking off a week of a really, really good prize for Mix 100's All Access Summer. 7:30 today when we play Fast Five. It's Jelly Roll and Post Malone up for grabs this week.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeehaw!
Not too shabby.
Yeah.
Not too shabby. Yeah,
Hottest
we're
show of the summer.
excited. We are excited for that. So that's part of Mix 100's All Access Summer, and the fun kicks off at 7:30 today with Fast Five. What's up, my little pine sol sniffers?
Happy Monday, Pine
Clorox
Sol.
wipes.
Here we are.
Hi.
Here we are. Hi. Hello. Welcome back.
Oh, man.
Good weekends?
Yeah, it was good. Mine was great. I don't know about yours.
Yeah, what'd you do?
Yeah.
We had a huge party on Saturday. We always do, me and like 15, 20 guys for the UFC fights. It was a big UFC fight on Saturday night. And then Sunday, June is crazy because June 4th through the 9th, we have birthdays in my family. And so yesterday, when it was the weekend, everybody got together, kind of celebrated all those together. So that was really fun, kind of an all-day event on Sunday for a party that just kind of went from like 10 a.m. till
That's
like
nice.
6 p.m.
Knock it all out at once. We had a
Right?
listener call last week that does that.
It was
They take
fun.
all the
Yeah.
birthdays
Yeah,
in a
I
month
mean,
and they just do one big party for everybody.
well, and like mine last week ended up in the middle of the week, and a lot of other people's will end up on a weekday, and it's just not as fun when you have to celebrate a birthday on like a Monday night.
Yeah.
So on the weekend when everybody else could,
Yeah.
they were like, "Hey, everybody, come together!" And we had a huge party yesterday. It was fun, man. We were getting down. It was a good time.
Well, for you, that's like you got to celebrate your birthday like 3 different times, I imagine. 'Cause
fantastic.
It was like
my
party,
birthday
party,
month.
party.
Made me feel really good, Katie. Yeah, not too bad. It was a good time. Yeah, I
that's
felt
good for
very
you.
Is that
loved.
why you had your cowboy hat on? Josh was sending us videos last
yes.
night of him with his cowboy
I
hat on,
loved
telling me
your
to get
video.
a cowboy hat.
That was the reason we got a little crazy, Jared.
Oh,
we took
watch
out
out
the
now.
cowboy hats.
Whoa, watch out now.
And it's that one. Actually, it's funny. I left it. The reason I had it was I left it at the house that we had the party at, and I found it, and I was like, "My cowboy hat!"
Yeehaw!
And so I sent you a little video. 'Cause
Yeah,
you were,
it's cute.
kind of teetering back and forth on whether you want one or not.
Yeah.
And
And,
I was
then they
like,
roped
hey.
Grandma, which was
I-
weird.
It was really
They
weird.
held
but
her
we
on the
did.
ground and roped up her legs. And
She
We did the
liked
whole
it.
steer tie. We
She
tied
said,
her
we're
up.
doing birthday time, you know.
I was like, I feel so alive.
Did that convince you to get the hat though?
It's been no, but I'm still thinking about it. Still thinking about it. I know Katie wants to talk about her little adventure into downtown Littleton. I'll briefly just give you an update on what I did. My grandma had her 90th birthday on Saturday.
Wow.
That was the big event for the weekend. So we went over to my aunt and uncle's house. They threw a big party. Had Olive Garden cater it, which was pretty
Oh,
rad.
yum!
Oh,
That's
my
good.
God. That's how you do it.
Breadsticks for days.
OG.
And Grandma was there. She had her little "I'm 90 years old" T-shirt on, and her sash, and her little princess crown, and was kind of the center of attention for a few hours. And she was super happy. It was really
love
sweet.
it.
Oh my gosh, your grandma looked great.
She
too.
looks good.
Yeah.
She's doing
90.
good. She's
I
still
can't believe
sharp.
it.
She's still spunky. She's getting a little wobble with it when she walks a little bit. Wobble,
Weeble
baby,
when you
wobble, baby,
wobble.
wobble, baby, wobble. So you kind of have to help her along just a little bit, but she's still doing really good.
That's
I mean,
good.
she's spry, and she was packing down those meatballs and breadsticks too. And so we
love
did
the
that.
Olive Garden.
Yeah.
And then I had to zip out of that and head up to Blackhawk for a bachelor party for one of my buddies who's in the radio industry, and he invited like 15 dudes up there, and
Yeah.
Did you end up staying?
no, I didn't end up staying.
Wow.
My grandma's party was actually running long, so I was texting him like, "Hey, I don't know if I'm gonna make it up. Don't wait for me for dinner." And he was very kind. He's like, "Don't worry about it if you need to bail or whatever." So no, I ended up going up, and I reached out to a buddy of mine, Alan, who you've met before, Josh, and he's
Good
like,
guy.
"Yeah, I'll go with you," because he loves gambling. So we hopped in his Tesla. Which, side note, he put it on auto drive from Littleton to Blackhawk. He didn't touch the steering wheel
It's
once.
crazy.
It was very unsettling, but
Through the mountains.
very cool all at the same time.
That would scare me through the mountains a
I
little
couldn't
bit.
do
Me
it.
too.
No.
I was like,
Little
"Ooh,
bit.
we're really close to the edge." But that thing, I mean, it was flawless all the way up to Blackhawk.
Dang.
Flawless. So that was actually the highlight of the night going
How
up to the
funny.
bachelor
I'd
party.
be puckering the whole time.
I was,
did
I was a
too.
little.
Me
I was like,
too.
okay, all right. I was like, we're coming up on this car pretty fast, and they would put its turn signal
No
on and
way.
go around it, and full stops. You know, it waits for cars to go, and then it takes a right. You know,
Don't know if
it
I
was
like
insane.
That. Yeah,
it was insane. So anyway, that part was really cool. The bachelor party, I mean, I was getting messages that they were going to the buffet, which I'm not eating like crap right now, so that would have been out. Hey guys, bring your swimsuits so we can all hang in the hot tub together.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not a hot tub guy, and I'm not sitting
yeah.
in a hot tub with 15 dudes kind of guy. Also, you know, bring your various substances up to room such and such, and we'll have a good time before we go to the casino. I'm not that guy
Not
either.
that guy.
So there's 3 strikes right off the bat. And then I did get there, and I saw the groom, and I had to step a couple feet back because he smelled like potweed so bad, and he was smashed already.
Yes.
So I was like, well, this is great. And then all the guys just kind of went poof and split everywhere. So all the guys were at various casinos, various levels of the hotel. One guy was still in the hot tub. One guy's in the room still, you know, doing whatever, you know,
Yes,
on the counter, you know. Yes, the substances. And so I stood with my friend, the groom, for 20 minutes while he played blackjack, and then I went and hung with Alan for a little bit, and then we bounced.
Which is odd.
Got my drink on at the various locations.
Is that normal for bachelor parties for you guys to scatter like that? Because I know, like, with
I would say
bachelorette parties,
no.
we are a crew.
No,
I would
this
say
was a
no.
first.
We hang
Yeah.
out,
This was a
you know?
first. Like, everybody show up, and we're going to, you know, hang at Blackhawk, and then everybody dispersed and did their
Yeah.
own thing. It was very strange. It was very odd. So I made an appearance. I got him a drink.
You were there.
I was
you
there.
Did what you were supposed
Gave
to.
him a pat on the back.
Yeah.
Talked some trash about a few people that we know. And
Well, and you're right. That is nothing of what you enjoy
man.
doing.
No.
I'll tell you what. Like,
Yeah.
It was from beginning to end. It was like all
Oh,
this stuff
man.
I'm not doing.
Well, hey, at least you didn't have to pay for gas going
But
up there.
I know, but we
Hey.
zipped up there in the Tesla
There you go.
and came back down, and you know, I was $20 in the hole by the time we left, and my buddy was up like $200.
Oh,
Hey,
gosh.
So
go
I
Alan.
was
Good
like,
for
there we
you.
go. So that was my night.
Hung
on
out the whole
Saturday night.
time,
What
too.
is he-
Like,
What does he play? Is he just slots?
He's
or
blackjack.
Is he,
So
blackjack,
Alan
okay.
works. I won't say who he works for, but it's a very high-end government agency, and he's very math-oriented. Very, very math-oriented.
So he does it in his head. Beep, boop, boop,
So
boop, boop.
it's like as soon as the card goes down, he's like, "Hit me, no, hit me, no, split." It's
a clinic.
No. It's like boom, 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 boom. It's like instantaneous. I'm like, God, I'm like counting on my fingers, like
All
13,
right.
15,
Carry the
16.
one.
Yeah.
Let's see, aces are 1 and 11.
What are the
so
ones
anyway.
with the face?
So it's honestly, it's just kind of fascinating to watch him play too.
Yeah.
because he's
Oh,
so
I'm
quick.
sure.
He's so quick. So, Katie, what'd you do?
I went to First Friday downtown Littleton. I don't know if you've heard of this, but it's like
Tell
a
us
big
what it is.
art stroll. Santa Fe is the road that it happens on, and from like 8th to 10th along Santa Fe, it is just one big outdoor party. And it was a lot of fun, but it's essentially just going in and out of all those little art galleries, museums, and type of, that area of town, if you're familiar with it in Littleton there. And it was neat because there was a lot of artists, there was a lot of local people showcasing their art, so many vendors, live music. Like, it was a blast. But, you know, that stretch of downtown Littleton, it's a lot of those older buildings where, you know, a lot of things have happened in those buildings, right? And so there were times when, again, and then there's so many people, and it rained all day, so it was very humid just walking around down there. So you'd walk into one of those buildings, and for me at least, instantly, I just inhaled like 30 years worth of cigarettes. Like, you know what I mean?
geez.
That's
what it kind
asbestos.
of, yeah.
thick.
And you can just feel it. And it's so neat to walk in there and see that history, though, right? Because you can see it just in the molding and everything.
Mold. Emphasis
not
on mold.
but the mold, like the crown molding that you see on
Yeah.
all the features and
Yes,
stuff.
very
It's so
decorative.
neat, very decorative. And again, the art that everybody has that they're displaying is crazy good. And you can actually go through the artists' little areas as well, like where they create their art. They have it all set up, and you can just walk through
Oh,
it.
that's
like
neat.
nothing.
That's cool.
So it was a really,
Yeah.
really
Did
neat
you buy any
setup.
art?
It's like $1,000.
So that's
for
a
me.
no?
I know.
So is that a
I
no?
was all proud of my TJ Maxx Monet I have hanging up over my couch. I'm like trying to tell people about it, and they're like, "Excuse me,
That's not art."
Exactly. That is a print, woman. But
is.
it was still neat to go down and like see what people are putting out there.
They're
into the world.
creating.
Yeah, they're are some creative people out there as
Yeah,
far as
there
what.
are.
And then it was so neat because again, the vendors, there was a lot of food, right? You know me and food, but there was this lady who was selling cakes, and she had these little cakes that she put in like a case, and it was like you fit in your hand, and these things were $7, but it was so neat the way you could tell she probably spent hours decorating these little itty bitty baby cakes.
Just for you to turn them into poop.
Just to eat in one bite. Just to eat.
Is it
I
literally
can't-
a one bite
I can't
cake?
wait to turn
It's
this
a
into poop.
one-bite cake. A one-bite cake. It's got a candle on it. It was just so
Pass.
neat, right? It was just so neat the way that everybody had their stuff set up. And I'd totally do it again. I would.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That sounds like just kind of a unique little outing.
It was.
You know?
And again,
Good people
the food.
watching.
Boy, I celebrated National Donut Day every day this weekend. So
I thought you looked
that
a little
was also
bloated
fun.
today.
I know.
A little thick.
Good. Yeah, take it easy this week.
Got your
that's
stretch
for
pants on
sure.
today?
Yeah.
There you
How'd
go,
you
yeah.
know?
Just a hunch. Just a hunch.
Yeah, but we're good. We're good.
We good. All right. Have a salad today, all right?
I will. Oh, and a walk.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you go, guys. You're up to date on our silly little weekend. Coming up here in a few minutes, we got a trending report. We'll dive into this crash on I-70 that was just horrific over the weekend. And this DMV scam. Have you gotten the text yet? We'll talk about it. That and more coming up with the trending report with Jeremy, Katy, and Josh. Here's traffic. Denver's best music. It is Mix 100 with Jeremy, Katy, and Josh in the morning. You're home for the all-access summer. Mix 100 has the hottest tickets, biggest events all summer long, and we are presenting them to you, our most favorite listeners in the land. Including today. This week actually is a banger for us because we've got Post Malone and Jelly Roll tickets as your prize for Fast 5 this week. And I do believe Nina's got Bare Naked Ladies tickets this week as well. They're coming to Red Rocks. So a couple biggies all week long, part of Mix 100's All Access Summer. All the details can be found at mix100.com. Well, I think it's that time to dive into a trending report. This little list came out this morning. It's kind of funny. It makes you feel kind of old. 10 things that happened 10 years ago this week. Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie were still together, you guys.
Oh,
jeez.
gosh.
They were spotted flying coach in France with their 40 kids. They announced
tribe.
Their tribe. They announced their divorce about a year later, but that was 10 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Best was becoming the go-to way to end an email. There was this big push to end all your emails with just best. That was stupid. Stupid
So
trend.
stupid.
So stupid. Kim Kardashian rented out the Staples Center for Kanye's 38th birthday.
Oh, they were still together.
Those crazy kids. And then this one's for you, Katy. You probably remember this. Pizza Hut announced their Hot Dog Bites pizza was coming to the United States. It had hot dogs baked into the crust and came with a side of mustard.
Oh,
It was a
God.
limited time thing about 10 years ago.
Yeah,
doesn't sound
I don't
too
remember
bad to
that.
me.
I
Sounds like a
don't-
corn dog, right?
Yeah.
I don't think
dog.
that sounds good to me.
I'd
Try
eat
it.
I'd eat
I
it.
don't think so.
This story was popping over the weekend. A mom in the UK was all Twitter-pated, all upset. So she got onto her little version of Nextdoor and started complaining because she took her child to go see Lilo and Stitch, and there was an adult man in there at the movie by himself, munching on snacks and watching the movie. She posted it and asking if it was unreasonable to find this odd.
What?
A single dude eating snacks, watching Lilo and Stitch by himself. Overwhelmingly, about 95% of people said,
Get over
Shut
it.
up.
Exactly.
What?
That movie,
Shut up.
the first one came out in 2002. So even if that man was 1 when it came out, he's
Right.
still 23. Like that's his.
Or even if he was 10 when
That's
it came
his
out.
age.
I
Yeah,
mean, if he was
exactly.
10, you
Watch
could be a
the movie.
10-year-old kid.
You can just be a
Exactly.
Disney kid, you know, and
Yes.
just or a Disney adult. And
I want to go in there and watch this movie, and I don't want to take any kids with me. I want to.
I know that's the best way to do it. So you
That's
can't.
so
You and I
Yeah.
gonna get interrupted. So
She's
anyway,
just mad he gets to eat his popcorn without any interruption.
that's
You're
UK's
right.
version of a busybody Karen right there. I think.
Karen.
Karen,
Karen.
knock it
Karen.
off.
Fine,
Stop
darling.
it.
It's fine, darling.
Stop
It's
it.
fine, darling. David Beckham is going to be knighted as part of
Sir
King
David.
Charles' upcoming birthday honors. They're going to knight Sir David Beckham,
Oh,
a guy who has a higher voice than I think he should have.
I know. It's funny when he talks. You're like, oh.
Yeah, he's like this
you
good-looking,
sound like
tatted sports player, and he's like, I can't wait to be knighted.
Just like playing
It's
soccer.
going to be one of the biggest honors of my life. I do love soccer. Happy birthday, King Charles. Don't cut my ear with the sword.
Why did I think he was already a knight, though?
I don't know.
I just thought he was
Sir
already.
David Beckham.
Sir David Attenborough, maybe.
Yeah,
but
maybe.
Yeah,
Different.
different David.
Boy, this is sad news. Considering the price of eggs, a salmonella outbreak has been linked to a recall of almost 2 million eggs now.
Jeez.
I
Made
saw that.
about 80 people sick across 7 states right now. So anyway, you can look up which eggs are the ones being recalled. But another black eye for eggs.
It is. Well,
know.
Colorado isn't one of those states, and I'm wondering if our new rules that we implemented at the beginning of the year
Could
is
be.
the reason for that. Which I'm like, wait a minute, way to go, Colorado!
High five.
You know, those eggs have been $7 a carton ever since, but you know what?
They're back down
Way to
though.
go.
They're back down. I think they're like
Back down
3
to like
something.
5, yeah, 3, 4,
Yeah,
sometimes
yeah.
5.
So
depending
anyway,
on where
just
you
be
go.
aware, I guess, if you're traveling out of state this summer, that you know, if you're staying at a relative's house, ask them where their eggs came from. And then, did you see this runaway pet zebra named Ed?
I
He was
did.
in Tennessee. He escaped. He became an internet sensation because he was loose for over a week. They captured Ed, and the video's really great. They used a helicopter to airlift the zebra and return him back to his owner. So Ed was spotted along the interstate, forcing road closures and stuff as people were pulling over and filming the zebra being floated through the air.
Floated in the net. Like, totally reminded me of Madagascar when they try and get out. Like, oh, gosh.
You just wish you
was
could
so
be
funny.
in that zebra's head. Like,
Yeah.
he's either going, wee, or he's going, oh, my
Son of a-
God.
I was this close
My
to getting out.
My
Like,
stripes are going to fall off. Please put me down. Please, for the love of God. Anyway, it's a great video floating around this morning if you want to check that out. Katie, a ton of local stuff going on.
There is. Yeah, we're going to start it out with this just awful news that happened over the weekend along I-25. The wrong way driver. I'm sure you've seen it on the news. Oof. A person driving over 30 miles the wrong way on I-25 from Meade all the way down to the 20th Street exit. There's video floating around on social media that shows the vehicle traveling the wrong way on the interstate. And a lot of the news stations are playing it and then stopping it right before the moment of impact because there is a video of it, and it is just like
shocking.
How did this happen for 30 miles?
Oh, I know.
How did nobody get this person over after 30 miles?
And apparently they tried to stop them in Meade. Like, there's reports that they tried to stop them when it first started, and they took off, ran from the cop. The cop stopped the chase because they were worried about the public safety. And so then they're trying to alert officers down the interstate and let them know they're coming. That's all I know so far, but more is going to be coming out about this story because you're absolutely right. To travel that long along the wrong way on the interstate, yeah, it's just shocking. And again, I believe 4 people are still in the hospital over this. 1 person died.
The crash was horrific.
Tragic.
The video aside, if you see the pictures this morning, you're wondering how could anyone survive that? It was just turned to confetti, those cars.
Oh, it's horrible. Was the driver of the wrong way car the one that has passed?
Away,
okay.
yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, they had to have been on something.
Just very, very sad.
Terrific, man.
So, yeah, again, and more information will come out on that one. How about this? Have you guys gotten the texts from the DMV?
Oh, I have. Yes. I got over the weekend.
Gosh.
OMG.
Well, our friend Steve Stager with 9 News has more on the latest scam.
Yeah, that's the
Wow.
thing. You have no idea where it's going to send you.
Yeah.
And what information it's going to put on your phone or
Yeah.
Like that or take from you. Yeah.
malware.
I do not
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah. So-
Don't click it.
But yeah, it's funny. Like, we all got it, like, almost at the same time on
Yeah.
Friday. It was like, Katie's like, oh, another one of these. And I was like,
Should
oh, my
I
God, I got it at
click
the same time. Don't
There-
click on that stuff. I'm talking about you, my mother-in-law.
Well, and again, they're just saturating the marketplace. They're hoping one out of these, however many they sent out, clicks on it. That's all it takes.
You know
It's
people
just that
will.
one.
You know they will.
Just that one. Let's talk about this. Another accident over the weekend. This one happened on Colfax. So when officers arrived on the scene, they found an SUV that had crashed, and the person inside was unresponsive. So the officer climbed in the vehicle to turn it off, and then that person was jolted awake and tried to flee the scene of the accident with the officer still in the vehicle.
Hey, buddy.
They didn't
Buddy.
realize the cop was in there
That's
with
a
them.
taser situation
Oh my
right there.
gosh!
Yeah.
Well, actually, the cops were able to perform that pit maneuver to where they could stop the vehicle right there on Colfax, and that suspect was taken into custody. Thankfully, nobody was injured in this story. But how insane! That poor cop was probably like, "Whoa,
Hey,
wait,
hey, 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 hey.
my seatbelt's not on."
Hey, hey, hey.
But yeah, that another
What was that
crazy
guy's deal?
story.
Like,
I know
what's going on in that situation?
My gosh, and
I
that
just
was
to take a
like-
quick nap here because I'm stoned out of my mind.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of
gotta
what
go, gotta
it
run.
looked like the way that it all worked out. But again, thankfully,
Jeez.
nobody in that situation got hurt. How about this one? Colorado Hall of Fame moving. So moving from Red Rocks to the Convention
The Music
Center.
Hall of Fame, right?
Yeah, the Music Hall of Fame. So the hall was founded in 2011 by a concert promoter. Started out in the torn down First Bank Center. I don't know if you knew that. And then in 2014 is when it moved to Red Rocks. And then moving to the convention center, just more of the city's efforts to revitalize the downtown area. I believe we have some audio on that one as well.
I was watching the video on this. Did I just go through puberty? I was watching the video on this, and it looks like a really neat little display that they have set up.
Well, have you seen the one that was at Red Rocks?
Yes.
I was kind of bummed that they're moving. I liked it there. I mean, I get there's, probably additives or, they added stuff to the Denver or Colorado Convention Center one, but that makes me sad. I liked it when it was in Red Rocks.
And the convention center now
You'll be
is
all right,
like
buddy.
in partnership with Belco Theater because they
man.
also have their little Hall of Fame music
Right.
area.
Yeah.
So the two will now kind of complement
cool.
each other. But you're right. I did like seeing it out in Red Rocks because just with that, the Red Rocks.
You're at one of the most
makes
famous,
it makes
areas
it
in
seem
Colorado.
historic, right?
Yeah.
Because you're just surrounded by history already. And so it's like, I bet this music sounds good around these rocks. But I'm excited. I think the whole downtown push, I told you guys on Milk Market this week. Have you been there?
Mm-mm.
Oh my gosh. It is insane. It's like a whole interactive, an alley that you walk down and you can turn these cranks that then put music out into the world. The ceilings are amazing with like fish floating. The food is also very good.
Where was this at? Downtown
It's Milk
Littleton?
Market.
Yeah,
no.
Denver Milk
So this is
Market.
downtown Denver.
Oh.
So it's like, what is that? Got to be like 19th and Blake
What were you doing
area.
there?
So we were going to the shops in downtown Littleton, and the
Made a pit
parking
stop?
that my friend has parking downtown. Her in-laws live there, so we
Oh.
went there, parked, and I'd never been to Milk Market, and she was like, "Hey, you want to go? You want to go check it out?" And it is just fascinating.
That's
so
neat.
I could literally spend all day downtown just looking at the new things that
cranking
they've
those wheels?
added, cranking those wheels. That was a lot of fun. And just they've really added some nice touches down there. Another
Did they have
change.
any like food trucks with milk that you could actually get, or was
No,
I don't know
it's
if
not.
there's
no
milk.
actual
I'm
milk?
sure they
It is
had
called the
milk
Milk
because
Market,
there
yeah.
was donuts.
Okay,
There
I
was
feel like
donuts.
with a name like that, there should be some sort of milk food truck where you can get big tall glasses of various milk.
Can we get some 1%, please? Thank
Yeah,
you.
like
Goat, some
cereal
almond,
milk?
any kind of milk.
Yeah,
Cereal milk.
We can make that happen on Milk Street or wherever
I'm
you
sure
were.
Milk Market.
Milk Market.
You need to come down there with me. You would love it.
You
like,
know,
you would
I'll pass.
absolutely love it. Like even again, the food. It's
No,
another
I'd only
one
go
of
down
those-
for the milk, Katie.
It's another one of those like cafeteria setups, right? Where they have a bunch of different restaurants set up in one area,
Okay.
and you get to kind of take your pick of what you
Like
want
an indoor food court type thing?
I had a donut and a burger and some tachos.
Wow.
It was so good.
The amount of sodium in you this morning
It was
is
so,
insane.
like, I'm very bloated.
so much
bloated.
sodium over here across from me
okay.
today.
But we're talking about those changes downtown even more because they're dropping the mall again, this time on the shuttle service on 16th Street. So it's no longer called 16th Street Free Mall Ride, just 16th Street Free Ride.
Oh my gosh.
More people are
so-
going to use it.
I'm so
Dropping the mall.
confused.
It is still free though, so that's the good news. It'll get you
Good,
around that
good.
16th
You
Street
you
area.
still have to sanitize your entire body after
do.
you ride in it.
I mean, yeah.
Set your hands on fire to get all the germs off.
Yeah,
but
that's just public transit.
hey, great new name.
That's just
Great
what
new
you
name.
gotta do.
Check for
That's just
needles, but-
part of it, you know. But yeah,
burn your clothes when you get home.
one more way that they are revitalizing that downtown area.
Beautiful.
Though.
If we
Come
could just
on.
get somebody in there with some handy wipes or something,
Some
You
and
just have,
Clorox.
like,
wipe the
Clorox.
seats down and those
sanitizer
poles.
on every block, right? You just want to get
Something.
some hand sanitizer.
Just you feel like when you touch those poles in those buses. That,
I'd rather fly to the front when
that
they stop.
You feel like, you need to be in the hospital or something for a few days afterwards.
Jeez.
So
don't
gross.
know.
So gross.
I was down there and I wanted so badly to go yell in those blocks that we talked about, you know, where you go and you scream
Yep,
and then
yep.
it just creates, again, more just motion and music and whatnot. It was like 10 o'clock at night and we opted to go get ice cream. I also had ice cream. We opted to go get ice cream instead of go yell at those big blocks because it was like, well, it's 10 o'clock
Where'd
at
you
night.
get the ice cream?
Bonnie Bray.
Bonnie Bray. Oh, yeah. Bonnie
Oh
Bray's
my
good.
gosh, cheesecake
Good
and
one.
cherry, it was phenomenal. Just so you know. Again, very bloated this morning.
I want to see your blood test results the next time you go in for a physical.
Oh my gosh, I don't even want to see those. I don't know why you do.
I just want to see where your various levels are.
We're just
on
coasting.
things.
You know what I mean? I'm just like, I can still push it, and I'm just gonna keep pushing it until
Yeah.
it's
Now,
like.
does heart disease run in your family?
I don't think
or-
so. I'm just waiting for my toes to start tingling. Like, all right, now we cut it. Now this is where we stop. We can't have gout.
Just
Too
really
young to have
curious to
gout.
see where your cholesterol levels are.
I eat a lot of salads in between. I want you to know. Like, I have fun with donuts
There
and
ain't
ice
enough
cream,
salads in
but
this state for you to eat.
There's a lot of green stuff.
You
in
exercise a
between.
lot.
I do.
Good.
I exercise a lot. I make sure I get my vitamins and I drink a lot of water.
Sure.
You know?
Good for you.
I
Just curious. Just next time you do
wondering.
it, bring them in.
just wondering.
Just want to see where you're sitting. All right, Katie Cat, that's good stuff. All right, there's your trending report this morning. You're up to date on everything here going on locally. Coming up in a few minutes, we do have some PMI, a positive, a minus, and something a little bit interesting. Here with Jeremy, Katie, and Josh. Oh my gosh, I am so excited. Here's traffic. everybody. Yeah, here we are, live and local, broadcasting out of Lone Tree, Colorado. It's JKJ. That's what they call us on the street. It's Jeremy, Katy, Josh, and you can see what's going on here in our studios by firing up the YouTube feed. It's Mix 100 Denver on YouTube, brought to you by Safeway. A couple things I want to hit. Mix 100 is your all-access station this summer. We've got the hottest tickets, the biggest events, and we're giving them away all summer long, including today, 7:30, Fast 5. People were calling in last week, wondering when we were going to do these tickets again. Well, it's this week. Post Malone and Jelly Roll coming to Empower Field here in a few days on the 15th. We've got your tickets during Fast 5 today. The other thing I want to hint is a little something that I've done. This is the fourth time. It's called the Pint for Pint Blood Drive, and you can sign up right now to attend this and donate blood to Vitalant Blood Bank at the Colorado Tap House in Arvada. This is going on July 13th, and here's how it works. You come in, and you donate that pint of blood, and the Colorado Tap House will turn around and give you a voucher for a free pint of beer during your next visit. Donation times are going to be from noon to 4 on July 13th at that Colorado Tap House. The only hoop you have to jump through is go to mix100.com, click on the Pint for Pint link there on the homepage, and reserve your time. The blood bank people need to know how many people are coming, how much staff they need, and who's going to be there when.
How many snacks they need.
So many snacks. How many cookies they need to bring. This does fill up each and every time I do this. So I would suggest that you hop on now and get your time if you'd like to donate blood. Every 2 seconds, somebody here in the United States needs blood. So this is very, very important. It's a great time. You get to come down, meet a few of us from the radio station. I think Josh and Katy might pop by during the event as well.
Absolutely.
I'll be there for the entire thing because, I mean, come on. It's 4 hours at a brewery. Come on now. So please go sign up. It's a great event, and it just it feels good knowing that you're giving back to somebody, saving some lives. It's the Pint for Pint Blood Drive, July 13th, Colorado Tap House in Arvada. All the details can be found at mix100.com. Before we dive into PMI, there is a couple stories floating around this morning that kind of caught my eye that were kind of fun. The migraine trick with McDonald's foods. Did you see this over the weekend?
I did see this.
They say if you want to cure your migraine, eat some Mickey D's. And they're calling it the migraine meal. And what you're going to do is you're going to roll in, you get a large Coke and a large fry. That's it.
Oh.
It's that simple.
That's all it is?
That's all it is. They say there's 80 milligrams of caffeine in a large Coke from Mickey D's, which, side note, greatest Coke on the planet, right?
I know.
It's
Hands
like
down.
crack. And what is it? Is it because they chill the syrup or something, I've heard? That's what makes
Really?
it better.
Oh.
And the straws are bigger, too, so you get a bigger hit. Those are the two things.
Hit.
So important.
It's been forever that the Coke at McDonald's is like
So much better
it's
than
so much better
anywhere else.
That's
and it
right,
is.
yeah.
It
Yeah.
really, really is. Anyway, caffeine has pain relief properties. So
Yeah.
they say that's the most common in migraine medicines. You get
Okay.
the migraine, the caffeine. The second is the saltiness of the fries. It'll help balance your electrolytes, and then the carbs in the fries can help your blood sugar levels. And then, boom, your migraine supposedly disappears. But your heart disease goes through.
I was going to say.
Skyrockets.
Yeah.
There's
those
a
are-
neurologist out talking about this. He's like, He said migraines could actually get worse with your poor cardiovascular health. There you go. He says having a big fatty meal and a big caffeinated soda probably is not really good for you in general, and it's probably not going to help.
Yeah, it might take away the pain immediately, but in the long run, it's going to do you more harm than good.
600-pound
Right.
life, but
yeah,
those
right?
migraines are gone.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I don't know. I guess try it out once if you've got a really bad migraine or you suffer from those. Knick-Knack gets them every now and then.
Oh, no.
And it jacks up her vision. She gets like blotches in her vision and everything, and she's got to lay down.
Oh,
and
gosh.
That's what happened to me,
It's
yeah.
wicked. It's bad stuff.
Yeah.
On a side note, Wendy's bacon is now available at grocery stores.
Oh.
Hey, that's the Applewood smoked bacon, isn't it?
Applewood smoked from Wendy's. You can
pretty
pick that
good.
up now.
I like it.
it. And I'll give you one more food thing because I know Katy loves this stuff. They say, summer eating includes a lot of sandwiches and barbecue.
Uh-huh.
And we all have our go-to sauce. even if you're like making stuff,
Yeah.
like combining or whatever. This story's talking about how the average person has 8 different kinds of sauces in their fridge.
At least.
Yeah.
I think I could beat that.
Yeah, I was going to say at least because you have your different, like, I have my Asian sauces, I have my barbecue sauces, you got the ranch in there,
I got my bottle of Chick-fil-A sauce in there.
Yeah,
there you
I've
go.
got the
Sweet Baby Ray's.
garlic parm sauce. I've got that in there. Like, there's so many things.
Got my McCaffrey's brown mustard.
Yeah.
See?
I'm going to look today. I'm going to pull all my sauces out and
Yeah.
take a little picture for the Insta.
Let's all count our sauces.
I think
More
I
than
blow
Okay.
the 8 sauces out of the water.
Okay.
Yeah, count your sauces. It'll be fun. Anything else I want to tell you about this? The top. And then they talked about the top things that you're dipping in sauces. Blah, blah, blah,
My nuggies.
blah. For Katie, it's her fingers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There you
You
go.
know, who doesn't like a cup of ranch to the dome?
Finger full of ranch.
Yummy.
I love it. All right, guys, it's time for PMI. We sift through all the stories each and every morning, find a positive, a minus, and something a little bit interesting. Who got to pee today?
I got to pee today.
Hey.
I'm going to kick off the week right. This is such a cool story. Scientists are saying that doggies are evolving right now, right before our eyes. So obviously the dogs that have come from the ancestors' wolves, they had very predatory instincts and things like that. Well, they're calming down a little bit. Research lately reveals that many dogs can now recognize human emotions, respond to their social cues, and even surpass primates in certain communication tasks, especially in urban areas. They have now been spotted, especially around New York and California, taking public transportation and knowing when to get on and when to get off. These dogs are picking up on so many different social cues, and over years and years and decades now of being in very densely populated areas, they're figuring out how to ride the train or the subway or the bus systems, things like that. And also on top of that, they're combined with genetic differences from their wolf ancestors. The shift suggests that dogs are now entering a new phase of evolution, and I think that's actually really interesting.
I'm in my evolution journey.
That's exactly what they're doing right now.
It makes sense, though. Dogs are totally trainable, and if you had a dog need to get on a bus at the same time every day, off the bus at the same time, at the same place every day, that would be, you could train them to do that.
Absolutely.
And we have evolved also with our relationships with dogs. Like now
100%,
people
yeah.
treat them like children, so I can see how they're now moving along with us.
It's funny. My dog knows my time schedule. I put her out at 7:00 at night every. It's like on the dot. That's her last time to go out at 7, and she gets a little treat. I will just if I'm laying in bed, I'll just stand up and she comes running over.
Yeah.
Like she knows when it's 7:00. Or I've seen her sitting at the top of the stairs right at 7:00, and it's the weirdest thing because it's like she knows when it's time to go out at 7. It's so strange.
So smart.
But smart. And I could, I agree with this whole story. I can look at her and she knows what I'm thinking.
Oh, yeah.
type
No,
thing,
and that's kind of what's happening. They've been trained for so long that it's just starting to be passed on now as an instinct for these animals. And I think that's really cool that we have had kind of this symbiotic impact with each other. I think it's a positive for both of us, the humans and the dogs.
Yeah.
I
love
like
it.
that.
I know,
if she starts licking her butt, all I have to do is look at her and she's like,
Sorry.
she stops. She
I'll go do it
sorry.
over here.
She puts her head down and knocks it off. Knock it off.
So good.
She knows, don't do that in front of me.
Like owner, like dog, right?
Have you no shame,
You taught her that
Goldie
too, didn't you?
She also makes eye contact with me when I'm doing it.
Oh, there you go. See, cute
Jeremy.
little relationship right there.
You guys, I'm so flexible. All right, who's got the minus? Katie Cat?
I do, and this is definitely a minus for Colorado because social media platform HipCamp, they put out a list for the best favorite places to camp in America right now. So this is a website that books camping spots for you, and the reason it's a minus is because out of 50 camping spots in the entire country, only one is here in Colorado.
What?
Do they not know what camping is? Because this is the Mecca. This is
There's
where
a lot
it
of camping
happens.
going on here for sure.
They had 5 North Carolina spots. I'm like, their mountains are so much littler. That's not even, it's barely a mountain, I just feel like they could have done a little bit more.
What were the
in
metrics on
Colorado's.
this?
So they looked at the camper reviews and ratings, regional trends, cultural shifts, and editorial debate. So Ruby Mountain Campground, this is located in the Arkansas Headwaters Recreation Area in Chaffee County. So that's where it's at. But it was the only spot in Colorado that made it on the list. And that, to me, I've camped so much on the Grand Mesa in the San Juans. One of my favorite places to camp ever was Lake Pocatchupuck down in Ridgeway.
Of course.
And it is like, you go out on that water, it is so crystal clear, and you are surrounded by mountains. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I can't believe more Colorado spots didn't make it on the list.
Where on the list is this?
There's not really a ranking.
It's not like a number?
It's just,
okay, it's just
50
on there.
camp spots.
I'm going to tell you right now.
In there.
I'm looking at the pictures of this campground. It looks really nice.
It's beautiful.
That's a good looking
I'm
campground.
sure it's absolutely gorgeous, but have you ever
good
been
rock
to
placement?
Uray? Have you ever been to
Katy,
Telluride
I grew up
camp?
camping,
So you
and
get it.
I had an RV for 7 years here with my kids. I mean, we've been
You've
around.
been everywhere. You get it.
I also get that that's why we sold our RV, is because the campgrounds all sucked.
They don't.
And they were
around
so
here, though.
busy. I mean, it was so, you had to book like a year in advance to get a regular campground.
Well, I guess
It was horrible.
If you want to add that,
We went to open
into
land
it,
and just,
yeah.
you know.
But here's the thing. Okay, so you're talking about the perspective of the Front Range campers as well. Over on the western slope, there's
Yeah.
so much of that unincorporated county land that you can.
7-hour drive.
I know, but you can go camp up there and just set up shop, and you don't need a reservation. You don't need like Lake
Yeah, we did a lot of
Pocatchupuck.
that.
Exactly. Like there's so much of that in Colorado that people
What's
don't
the name
get.
of it again? Lake what?
The one that's on the list.
No,
No,
Pocket
Lake
what?
Pocatchupuck.
Lake
Yeah.
Hot Pocket?
No, Pocatchupuck. It's down by Ridgeway. It's in that whole state park area. Ridgeway State Park is where it's at. But it is gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. And
That's pretty.
yeah, I just feel like, if you wanted to camp in Colorado, if you went further west, you could get more of that.
You're probably right.
You know.
It's a little less populated.
Less populated.
Because
Yeah,
it was a nightmare going camping.
yeah, a lot of these
I
places
dreaded
over here.
it.
Yeah. Well, like you're saying, a lot of times you have to get like a year out reservation.
out.
Like, I mean, to get to
My
any
God,
of
even if you just wanted to go park it at Chatfield for the weekend, you have to book that 2 years in
You
advance.
see the line on Parker trying to get into
Oh.
Chatfield? Like, my
don't get
goodness.
me started. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, but hey, we did get one spot on that
All
list.
right,
So,
right on. It's a
bit of a
good-looking campground. I
positive.
looked it up. It's got
Yeah.
cute little rock formations and stuff.
okay.
All right, let's wrap things up with the interesting. It has to do with grandmas today. There's a hot new trend in baby showers, and it's all focused on the grandparents. They're calling these grandma showers or grandbaby showers. They are a essentially heartwarming way to honor a new chapter in grandma's life. They say in this story that it's a little bit narcissistic because all the focus is taken off the new parents and put on the grandma. You want to hear a lady on TikTok kind of chatting about it? Here you go. Yep. Blech. That's where it seems a little like narcissistic.
Yeah,
I
don't know.
kind of get like if you got some coworkers that are like, let's take you out to lunch there, Martha, since you're going to be a new grandma.
Yeah, that
we'll go to
makes
Olive
sense.
Garden, you know.
Exactly. Breadsticks on me.
But when it's like this full-fledged grandma shower and the family and friends and everybody's coming over, it takes the focus off the first-time parents for sure.
Absolutely.
So I don't know. The debate is out there this morning whether or not grandma showers are the hot new thing and whether or not they're appropriate. I'm in the middle.
Well, what kind of present would you get a grandma?
Yeah, like you don't get the baby
a
clothes
candle?
and stuff.
Like,
yeah.
what would you get the grandma?
The grandma should just go to the baby shower and celebrate with the new mother-to-be.
And maybe you get the grandma something like a little gift, like, oh, congratulations on becoming a grandma. Here's a
your
cupcake.
walker.
Yeah.
There is a story. This story does talk about how people are feeling gifted out by all of these new celebrations and having to get gifts and receive gifts. So I don't know. I guess I don't know what you would get a grandma, like a legitimate gift for a grandma shower.
Some
You don't
new
get her
tennis
gift
balls.
cards.
I'm
You don't
like-
give her clothes. Maybe
Pickleball paddle.
little throw pillows that say grandma on them.
Yeah,
maybe.
a T-shirt.
first time
like-
grandma.
Yeah, first time grandma T-shirt or something like that.
Yeah, or
Little
a hat.
customizable.
I hope nobody ever does that to me.
Oh,
First time grandpa. Yuck. Yuck.
You've got some
wear
time,
that
buddy.
hat
I got
proudly.
hopefully I
You
got
guys
some.
know. Jeez.
All right, guys, there's your PMI this morning with JKJ here at MIX. All right, coming up at 7:30, Fast Five. Oh, it's going to be good this week because we have Post Malone and Jelly Roll tickets all week long. So be ready to call in to play Fast Five. 303-691-1MIX, 303-691-1649. We'll be doing that right around 7:30. It's traffic time. Denver's best music. Mix 100. It's Jeremy, Katy, and Josh in the morning on a fun Monday. Thank you for hanging out with us. We appreciate you guys so much. We're going to be diving into Fast Five here in just a couple minutes. Heads up, though, coming up at 8 o'clock today, I want you to be thinking about something because we're going to open up the phone lines. We're going to be chatting about your ex today, Katy Cat. Katie's got like 40 of them. Be thinking about your exes, and all the gifts that they gave you all those years. Little Christmas gifts or just because gifts. We're wondering if you still have those things laying around that you were gifted, and if you still use them or wear them, and how you feel about that. How does your significant other feel about that? If you're rocking a hoodie that a boyfriend gave you, you know?
Yeah.
Kind of makes you uncomfortable. We'll want you guys to call in and tell us what you still have from your ex. And I'd imagine the calls are going to be pretty darn good. So that'll be coming up at 8 o'clock today with Jeremy, Katy, and Josh. You want to do Fast Five now?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Hey!
Here we go. How fast can you pick up the phone and give us a call? And as always, I love the newbies. If you've never played Fast Five, try to get in today. We got a killer prize. Katie's going to tell you about it here in a second. Here's the number if you'd like to play Fast Five. 303-691-1MIX. 303-691-1649. That'll get you in the studios for Fast Five. Brought to you by It's Just Lunch. Turn first dates into lasting connections. Go to itsjustlunchcolorado.com. All right, here's how it works. We'll get you on the air, get to know you a little bit. You can tell us what you did over the weekend, and then I will toss a category at you and start a 10-second timer. And within those 10 seconds, you've got to give me 5 things that have to do with that topic. Now, Katy, what were some of the examples from last week?
Well, you asked 4 cities in Colorado that start with a K, movies starring Denzel Washington. You asked excuses to leave a party. I thought that one was going to win it, but the one that took it home was 5 items you'd use as a microphone.
Right.
Crystal, the big winner on Friday.
You know, somebody was asking me on Friday, he's like, what was the big winner? And I did that, and he like paused for a moment, and he's like, okay, let me do it. And he tried to do it, and he couldn't do it.
Yeah.
But I loved hers when she was like a shampoo bottle.
Yeah, exactly. She's my curling iron. Like, there's so many that you can choose from.
So that's the thing with this game. You never know what you're going to get. You might be an expert. You might get a stumper, or you might get one that's super subjective like that. And you can say shampoo bottle as a microphone.
My hairbrush.
Hey, but you know what? The key is call in, have some fun, get on the air, become a little superstar. We love meeting our listeners. Josh is quickly working through these lines, so call in 303-691-1MIX, 303-691-1649. All right.
Okay.
The biggie this week.
Oh, my gosh.
All week long, we have people calling us constantly asking us when we're going to do these tickets again.
Yeah.
What do we have, Katy?
Stop it, baby Nana. My gosh. But anyway, yeah, we've got the hottest ticket in town this week. You're going to see Post Malone and Jelly Roll.
Yeah.
They're at Empower Field on Father's Day, actually. And you're going to be there as well when you win Fast Five. Yay!
How great is that? Post Malone, Jelly Roll, all part of Mix 100's All Access Summer, where we have the hottest tickets to the biggest concerts and events all summer long. You're welcome. This is what we do here. Mix 100's All Access Summer. All right. Phone lines are full, but keep trying because as we play, people will drop off unless we get, right off the bat, one winner. But
yeah,
303.
You never know how it's going to go.
You never know. 303-691-1MIX. 303-691-1649. First up to bat is Crystal. Hi, Crystal.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. I see you went to an event this weekend that I thought about doing, but we were too busy to go to. Tell me about the Chalk Art Festival.
Ooh.
It was really cool. It was very busy and crowded. I took my 2-year-old, and she was more interested in all the doggies that attended than the art itself. But it was a fun time.
That's good. That's great. I've always wanted to go to that. I never have because those artists are incredible. And it was good weather, I think, for it this weekend. No rain, right?
Yeah, it was really nice. There was a Wicked one that was really cool. That was probably my favorite.
Oh, that's neat.
Wicked, the movie.
The movie,
Wicked.
yeah.
Oh, neat.
I'd probably be that guy though, walking around with like a cup of water, pretending like I'm tripping and falling through the whole event.
Gosh.
Oh!
Jeez. Such a stinker.
Well, there was plenty of alcohol there, so you would have a valid reason.
All right. Oh no. Oops. Watch the artist freak out.
Oh, gosh.
Well, that's great. That's a good weekend. You had a good time. All right, let's do some Fast Five with you. What do I have here? Okay, this one's pretty good. In 10 seconds, please give me 5 superheroes that do not wear capes. Go.
Iron Man, Ant-Man,
Yep.
Spider-Man, Black Panther, no!
I love how you progressively got louder through that whole thing. Ant-Man!
That would help me think. Oh, I want to go to this concert so badly.
Oh,
All right,
darn
I'll
it.
call in again.
Good
All right,
luck,
Crystal,
I'll be
good
back
luck.
tomorrow. Don't worry.
Good luck, Crystal. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
She did. She
Captain
was like,
America, Aquaman, Deadpool.
Oh, there's so many.
Oh, there's so many. Hey, Meredith.
Hello.
Hello?
Hey.
Hey, what are you doing, Meredith?
Just trying to get the kids some breakfast and get ready to get them to summer camp.
Nice. What's for breakfast this morning?
Scrambled eggs.
Yeah, nice and easy.
Not mad at that.
What kind of camp are they going to, Meredith? Just a regular summer camp?
Yeah, just a day camp. They do some swimming, some golf, and
That's
play
great.
around.
That's great.
Yeah.
My daughter actually starts a new one this week, too. She was super excited about. So that's right. Get them out of the house, Meredith. Keep them busy.
Absolutely.
Keep
Camp
them
season.
busy. What are you doing after you drop them off? You got work?
Oh, yeah, I got to go to work.
Oh, yeah. Barf
No
town.
summer for parents.
Barf town. I know. Stupid, right? Don't grow up,
Yeah.
kids. Don't grow up. All right, what do I have
Adulting.
for you? Oh, we used this one last week, but I'm going to do it again. In 10 seconds, please give me 5 bands with a food in their name. Go.
Smashing Pumpkins.
Yep.
Cake.
Yep.
Um,
Uh-oh.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yep.
Oh, man.
That was 3.
Salt and pepper.
Yep.
Black eyed peas, corn, bowling for soup. Oh, darn it, Meredith.
Man.
Oh, man.
So easy after the time's up.
I know, right? Well, we
All right,
appreciate
thanks,
you
guys.
calling
Have a
in.
great day.
Yeah, bye-bye. Paula, did you go to the Chalk Festival too?
I did.
What was your favorite one?
There was I think it was Fourth Wing. It was amazing. There was a woman, her face was great, and a black dragon. It was awesome.
It's crazy what they can do with chalk. Like, it doesn't even look real.
The
Like,
things they can do with chalk
my
nowadays,
gosh.
Paula. The things they can do.
They're all amazing to me. I'm not a
Yeah.
very artistic that way, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you want to like sign up for that and then just show up and draw a bunch of stick figures?
Yeah. You know what?
People would probably be laughing.
I know,
Yes.
right?
I can throw down a good Marge Simpson, but that's about it. Like, that's about as far as my artistic ability goes.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that next year. There's a bunch of like stick
a bunch
figures
of-
on
that's
teeter
it, huh?
totters and stuff. Yeah, why not? Why not? All right, what do I have for you? Oh, I'm gonna give you a movies, an actor. I love this guy. In 10 seconds, give me 5 movies starring Paul Rudd. Go.
Oh dear.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, is right. I'm not going to get this.
A stumper. I wouldn't have got that one either.
Really?
Paula. No, I couldn't. I couldn't
Ant-Man,
name one.
Clueless. This is 40.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to.
Anchorman.
Anchorman. Oh,
40-year-old
that's
virgin.
right.
Paula, it was nice talking to you, though.
You guys have a good week.
You
Thanks.
as well. Bye-bye. Well, she was nice. So friendly.
Fun time.
Hi, April.
Oh, hello. Good morning.
Oh, good morning to you. What'd you do this weekend?
Oh, my goodness. My parents were here, and they were passing through town, and they helped me buy some patio furniture that was, it was nice, but we had to take these pots down like 10 steps, all full of stuff. It was.
Oh.
I think I broke my dad's back.
Oh my God, your poor
no.
dad.
A lot of work.
Hey, come
It
to
was a lot
town.
of
Let's
work.
do some manual labor for me.
Yard work.
Exactly. Exactly.
But you got a new patio set. That's fun.
I did. It looks lovely.
Oh,
Yeah, no, it looks
sweet.
fantastic.
Lovely. What?
There might be some of his blood on there, but it's okay.
Oh my God, April.
Blood, sweat, and tears. You
Oh my
know.
God.
Yeah.
How much did all that furniture cost you?
Oh my goodness, $500.
Yeah.
wow.
Patio furniture is not cheap.
No.
No, they were moving. They wanted to get out of it, and so of course I Zillowed their house, and it was $8,500 a month to rent. So I was like, oh yeah, they don't need the $500.
Oh
Yeah,
my gosh.
right? Oh, and that's got to be nice furniture, too, in an $85,
Yeah.
$100 a month
Yeah,
place.
I got lucky.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I
you
got
might have
really
gotten a
lucky.
deal. When I got all my patio furniture, I bought it in like October.
Smart.
Right.
You know, I wandered into Home Depot and they had boxes of it sitting there like on clearance, like the table, the chairs, all that. I was like, done. Let's do it. It was like
Right? And that was
75%
still
off.
probably $500.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof. All
Ridiculous.
right. All right, patio girl, you ready to play Fast Five?
Oh yes, sir.
Oh yes. I want to give you this one, but I don't know. You might name one that I don't know, so I'm gonna hold on to this one. All right,
got it.
I'm gonna do this one because Katie came up with it this morning, and
Okay.
I literally LOL'd.
Okay.
Literally.
What are we doing?
All right, April. In 10 seconds, please give me 5 body parts that have 3 letters. Go.
Arm,
Yep.
leg,
Yep.
hip,
Yep.
jaw, rib, eye, toe.
Oh, April! You killed it. Oh, my God.
April, do you have any interest in going to see Post Malone and Jelly Roll?
I don't know. I don't know if I've ever heard of him.
Oh my God, never mind. I'm sorry I asked that question.
But I'm kidding. I love him. I'm so
Okay, we're
excited.
both like, you never heard of Post Malone.
Are you
what?
being serious right now?
I'm just
She knows-
trying to, I just wanted to give you a hard time.
She knows how to get us going, huh?
I don't know. I've never heard of them. Are they any good?
April.
Do you think this
I don't have
concert's
to
going to be
talk
loud?
I don't want the Chalk Festival people to come after me.
Don't come for me, Chalk people.
I love him. I'm going to get his name tattooed on me.
Are you really?
I'm kidding. No.
We're not taking it
I
that
can't
far.
believe anything you're saying right now,
I
April.
know, but
Nothing.
You're funny.
You are funny. You killed it. You got it.
Yeah.
You should have seen us doing that one here in the studio beforehand as we were all like looking at our body.
I know.
Like, trying to...
Like, let me stare at you for a minute. Come here.
I was doing that when you asked. I was like, what's this?
We didn't get hip or rib when we
I
did
know. Those were good.
it. All right,
no,
you
no.
big
Some
goofball.
stuff.
I'm gonna
Okay.
throw you on hold, and Josh is gonna come back and tell you about your prize. All right?
Okay, and I love you guys. You guys are fantastic. So
Oh,
thank
we
you.
love you,
Thanks,
April.
April.
All right, hang tight, girlfriend. Hold on. Why is everybody still holding? Sarah, we got a winner already.
I know. I'm so sad.
Good news is
Aw.
Jelly Roll Post Malone tickets all week long for Fast
Yeah.
5. You can try back
All right,
tomorrow.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Cheryl,
Hi.
are you bumming that you didn't win?
No, we'll just try again this week. I wanted to win. Oh.
Yeah.
That kid wanted to win. That kid's a huge fan. Who is
We'll try
that?
again this week.
Hey,
later then.
who's that kid? Give him a shout out.
Oh, that's Kalina, my daughter, and my son Brexton's in the back.
Right on.
Hi,
Hi,
guys.
kiddos. Cheryl, you try later this week. Thanks for calling in.
Thank you so much. You
Oh.
guys are awesome.
Thank you. Kendra.
Yes, Jeremy.
Hello, Kendra. You didn't
Hello, Jeremy.
You didn't win, girlfriend. You didn't get it.
Oh, I'm about to, boyfriend.
Boyfriend.
Are you mad?
like it?
You mad as hell right now?
No, I am confident that you will talk to me every day this week,
Oh,
and I will
really?
be going to Post Malone next week. I'm
You're
so
putting those
confident
vibes
it's
out there.
gonna happen.
You're doing
I
that
am.
whole throw it to the universe, put it on your vision board thing.
Manifest.
Totally.
Yeah.
Total manifestation. That's right.
Post Malone.
The little
Jelly
note I have
Roll.
on my screen, Josh says, "This lady wants these tickets."
Yeah.
Like no other. I have been asking my children for months, you guys.
throw $50 in together and get your mother to the concert that she has been asking for years. Why can't you do that?
Why aren't they doing that for
You're
you?
like, you have one job.
Well, Mom.
You're like, just tell them
I
I
got this.
birthed you and all, but whatever.
Yeah. No. Oh, no. So I will do it myself, and that is okay. And
There you
I'm
go.
pumped. I know it's going to happen.
I hope you get it. I really
Positive
do. I like you.
vibes.
I like you a lot. All
Thank
right.
you.
Well,
I appreciate
maybe we'll chat with you tomorrow. All right.
You will. I'll talk to you in the morning.
Later, Gator.
Later, Gator.
Bye. Kenny,
Yes, sir.
you didn't win, dude. We got a winner. I appreciate you holding on, though. We still wanted to say hi to you.
Yeah.
Don't I get the hard luck award or something?
Nope.
We don't have any
No
of
hard
those.
luck. No.
No hard luck
Sorry.
awards, dude.
We ran out of
All right, well,
those.
That's pretty
I'll
funny,
see y'all
though.
Later in the week.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Good luck.
All right. Adios.
Adios.
That was funny.
I
We had a
love
good group of folks
I love
there
our
today.
people. These are our people.
Yes.
Thank you so much, everybody, for calling in. And yes, good news. All week long, we'll be doing Posty and Jelly Roll tickets during Fast Five. Part of Mix 100's All Access Summer. We're hooking you guys up.
We told you we got the hottest
We
tickets
told
in
you.
town.
That's right.
I mean,
All right, so we just had some great callers there, full phone lines. So be thinking here in a few minutes when we open up the phone lines again of something that an ex gave you that you still have. We want to hear about it. Are you still using it? Are you still wearing that hoodie that your ex-boyfriend gave you? We want to know what you have that an ex gave you. We'll be opening up the lines at 8 o'clock today with Jeremy, Katy, and Josh. Let's hop into our traffic report. I know you're excited for that. All brought to you by our good friends at Lodge Casino. see what's going on live here in the studio if you'd like. Just hop onto your YouTube app, search Mix 100 Denver, and you're in the studios with JKJ, brought to you by our good friends at Safeway. And yeah, we are live and local. We're here in Colorado. We're not out of state pretending to be here. That's the charm of this morning show. We're out there with our Colorado people doing Colorado things. You should follow us on social. We post a lot of pictures of our outings and activities that we do over the weekend. I just threw some up of me and my grandma and Katie's tiny cake that she had this weekend.
Yes.
It's the smallest little cake I've ever seen.
Little one-bite cake. It was adorable, though. We carried that thing all around, that stroll to art thing. It was so cute.
It's also
little,
ridiculous.
Glass, not glass, but like plastic case thing.
Yeah,
too,
it was
which
its own
kinda
little
cute.
cake case.
It's
Like,
cute.
adorable.
You can see the pictures on our Facebook or Instagram. It's Jeremy, Katy, Josh on either one of those, and you can find us. And it's Katy for Katy.
Yes.
And just another quick heads up, the donation forms are open, the reservation forms for my latest Pint for Pint blood drive. So if you'd like to donate a pint of blood and get a pint of beer in return from Colorado Tap House in Arvada, I'm hosting another Pint for Pint blood drive. It is going to be from noon to 4 on Sunday, July 13th, Colorado Tap House. I'd really, really appreciate it if you made a donation and came by and saw us there. It's a great event. It fills up every single time, and what a great way to give back to those in need. Every 2 seconds, somebody in the United States needs blood or platelets, so let's fill up those blood banks. It is Colorado Tap House. It's Pint for Pint, Sunday, July 13th, and you can reserve your spot at mix100.com. Before we dive into what items that you still have that an ex gave you, I want to know if you guys have ever experienced this. I know this is a little self-serving for us because we're in this industry, but when we're here, we're on, and we are radio personalities, and we're here to entertain, and this is what we do, and this is our job. But sometimes when we leave the station and we're out and about with our friends and various people on the weekends, we like to be incognito.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We go by our real government name then.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was out with somebody this weekend, and they kept introducing me numerous times as, hey, this is my buddy Jeremy. He's on the radio. He's on Mix 100. And, and it's that moment I feel like, oh, no, like I've got to perform all of a sudden. I've got to be on and kind and da-da-da. Or sometimes you just want to lay low and just have a fun weekend,
Well, exactly. If you want, because that's the thing, you can't say anything bad.
I
know. Can't, like, you are so judged in such a different light. Once
automatically,
people know,
too, right away.
Once they know that you're on the radio and you actually talk for a living, then everything you say is judged from that moment on. And it's like, I agree. I always try and keep it under wraps. I don't like people to know that I'm that.
I did it to like 4 or 5 people. I was like,
geez.
At one point I was like, hey, that's not necessary.
No,
it's not part of the conversation. Just say, hey, this is my buddy Jeremy.
Yeah, what if I wanted to make fun of them?
And if they
now I
recognize-
can't make fun of them
Yeah, if they
anymore.
recognize the voice, they recognize the voice, and then we'll address it then. But let's
Yeah.
hey, not necessary. Awfully kind of you, but not necessary.
It's fun. That happened to me this weekend as well. When I was doing the art stroll thing, we were in an Uber and they were listening to Mix 100, and I loved it. And honestly, I was just going to soak it in and be like, I love that you're listening to the station. But the friend that I was like, hey, you're listening to the best radio station. Do you know who's sitting in your Uber right now?
Hi.
And he had no idea who I was. So
Well,
that
yeah.
made it
Perfect.
awkward.
That's the other thing. Like when that happens, they're like, "Don't you listen to Mix?" And they're like,
Yeah.
I've never even heard of this guy." And you're like, like what a kick in the pills to your ego,
Yeah, and
It's a
I will
kick.
say, like, it was just very much like, instantly I felt like I needed to either say something funny or, you're like on, and it totally
Dance for me,
Yes.
monkey, dance.
Truly.
Dance, little monkey.
It throws a wrench in your plans for
Yeah,
sure.
so
Like,
anyway.
yeah.
Oh, radio problem.
Oh gosh.
Radio personality problems, you guys. I do have a quick email I want to read, and this one was directed at Katy. It came in on our Instagram over the weekend. Jeremy, Katy, Josh on Instagram. From Jolene, she says, "Hey, Katy, I got to ask you a question. Have you ever cried while trying on clothes?" My best friend swears it's totally normal. She told me that multiple times that she has cried in a dressing room, not because she couldn't afford the clothes, but just because she couldn't fit into them. She grabbed a size 8 on this latest round, only to end up yelling through the curtain that she needed more like a size 12. Then she started freaking out because she's all of a sudden becomes super thick.
Yeah. Well, that's two sizes.
Right.
I mean,
right.
that's like,
That's
woo.
double up. So she said the next time she might just ghost the store instead of asking for help. Just leave all of her stuff and go. She said, I would love to know if you've ever had a meltdown under those fluorescent lights in the dressing room.
Oh my gosh.
Please say yes so I don't feel completely alone. And that's from Jolene. So I got to ask you, Katie Cat, have you ever been in the dressing room and you started crying?
100%. And it is so sad because, like, I don't know about you, but I've made videos of me trying on clothes in dressing rooms.
I will
'cause
tell you,
think
I've
it's
never
fun.
done that.
You've never done that? You
I don't
never
know
made
about
videos?
you. No, I've never
Sounds
done
like an
Never made
OnlyFans
videos.
thing while you're in the dressing
no,
room.
not like while I'm changing, but I'll take like videos of the dresses and the outfits that I pick out, whatever. And usually I feel pretty good about myself, but every once in a while you'll grab a pair of pants that make you have a muffin top, and it's like, oh no, how'd that happen? And then you eat salads for a whole week, hoping
Right.
that you'll change it. But it'll be a good month or two before you'll have the guts to go back into a dressing room and do it again.
So you've actually sat in there and was like,
Oh, it's a vicious cycle. You hyperventilate. You do. I mean, because then you start to think, you're like, how did I let it get so out of hand?
Yeah.
Like,
looking while you're staring down at your front butt.
I know. When I had 5 donuts this weekend, and I'm wondering how that happened.
How is
like,
this possible?
Double scoop of ice cream.
An
Yeah.
8 to a 12?
Yes, like it honestly, like it all just hits you at once. You think you're being so sneaky with all the crappy food, and then it's like, oh no, you need a 12.
Next thing you know, you can't button your pants.
Yeah, so don't let it get to you because again, and you have to remember that sizes are so different depending on what you're trying on. I mean, that's the other thing is, I wish women's clothing was consistent. I wish it was standard across the board. Like a 6 was a 6 no matter where you were.
Having to deal with that because,
Oh.
like, for me, I can order anything online. I can wander into Costco to buy my pants. Yeah, that's right, ladies. And I know
He's
exactly.
taken.
I will grab my size, and I know I can go home and put it on, and boom, I'm done.
Yeah. And it's not like that for women because there's so many different cuts to jeans. There's so many different kinds of dresses and skirts. And the list goes on and on and on. But don't let it discourage you. Just go to a different shop and try on their size 8. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
But it does. It can get in your head a little bit. So I don't know. Just try and give yourself another.
I'm sad for you.
Another fun. I know. And then I'm like, go
sad
have a
for
Big
you.
Mac or something,
Yeah, no.
But that's probably
Right, you'll
not
go
gonna
drown
help.
your
Yourself that
feelings.
large Coke.
That's not
Go
gonna
drown
help.
your feelings at a Chick-fil-A.
Nope.
Go buy a hat.
Just go buy some sweatpants.
That'll make
It'll
you feel
be fine.
good.
It's sweatpants are in fashion right now. It's fine.
Exactly.
All right, guys, here we go. Let's talk about another email that came in, and they just signed it R, so I don't know what R means. We can make up a name. Rachel?
Yeah.
Sure.
Rachel it is.
We like Rachel.
And if you want to call in on this, phone lines are going to be wide open. 303-6911-MIX, 303-691-1649. Rebecca says, hey, JKJ show. Here's Rachel. Did I just say
changed
Rebecca?
It's okay.
Rachel.
I like Rebecca too.
God, hold on. Let me write it in big letters. Rachel. There. Here's the situation. Over 10 years ago, my ex-fiance gave me a Louis Vuitton purse for Christmas. It's gorgeous. It's classic, and it's in amazing condition. She says, I still use it regularly. It's the kind of purse that just works. Great size, goes with everything. And be honest, it's a Louis, so she's gonna keep rocking it. She's like, I'm not going to toss it into a donation bin because it has sentimental heebie-jeebie stories behind it. But Kenneth, my husband, is not a fan. He says it's weird that I still carry around something that an ex gave me. He thinks it's disrespectful to our marriage. It's a reminder of somebody else, and that he never kept anything from an ex, especially something that he would use every day. So Kenneth didn't keep anything. He's now on a campaign to have me donate it to Goodwill like it's some sort of cursed object from a horror movie.
Oh no, that's a Louis.
But to me, it's not about who gave it to me. It's about what it is.
Yeah.
A really nice, well-made, useful purse. My purse journey. Blah, 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 blah. She says, tell me, am I being petty and sentimental, or is he being overly dramatic and territorial? Help me out. And that's from Rachel. I mean, we can dive into that if you want, but it does set it up for the topic. Like, what do you still have from your ex?
Mm-hmm.
We want to know. What do you still have? What are you holding on to? Do you still use it? Is the person in your life all butthurt about it because you're rocking that hoodie from a boyfriend 2 boyfriends back and you still rock it? With this note, Katie, what would you say about the Louis purse?
I would say that's a very expensive purse. Like that's one of the more like really like that's thousands of dollars. That's just not like a $400 Coach purse. You know what I mean? I would say for that fact alone, I 100% understand why she wants to hang on to that one. She shouldn't have told her boyfriend who it was from.
Yeah,
that's
there
the
is
issue
that.
there.
That's the
'Cause
fatal
I
flaw,
also
right?
understand his reasoning of every time she looks at it, she's got to think of him a little, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's gotta
And I
come in
think
her
that's where
mind.
I would be coming from. Like every time you wear that, not only am I thinking about it, like, are you
Yeah.
thinking about him? And he was loaded and I can't afford to buy you a Louis, you know?
I don't know. That's it. Like I have a bunch of stuff. I mean, it's not. I don't have a $4,000 gift or something, but I have a bunch of stuff from exes that I wear, and I'm not like, oh my gosh, this is her hoodie that she got me. I'm like, that's a nice hoodie. I'm gonna keep it. You
Well,
know.
and if you had if a new girlfriend asked you about it and you were honest and said this is from an ex, would you
lie.
then get rid
You
of
lie.
it? Like once you've revealed
I would lie
its
and say that I
connection?
bought the hoodie.
There you
Yeah, that's
go.
what I would do.
Okay.
I'm not gonna tell it because it's irrelevant.
So here's what we're going to do. I see phone lines already ringing. What do you have that an ex gave you? And then I'll divulge a little something. I'm sure Katie Cat's got some. But here's our phone number, 303-691-1MIX, 303-691-1649. If you'd like to chime in, what do you have that an ex gave you and you still use it? Give us a jingle. Right now we'll jump into traffic, which is brought to you by Good Times. Oh. Yeah, that's right. Phone lines are wide open right now. If you'd like to sound off, we're talking about your ex this morning and the gifts that they gave you. What do you have that an ex gave you? Maybe you still use it. It's still sitting on a shelf. I don't know. You wear it, whatever. Call us, 303-691. One mix, 303-691-1649. What did an ex give you? Like Josh's ex gave him herpes, and he still has it. So.
Forever.
It's not true.
Hi, Dawn. Dawn,
Hi,
welcome
Dawn.
to the show.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you guys?
All right, Don, what did an ex give you?
So, like, me and my ex had a dog together. I don't know if she really gave it to me, but I took it.
You won it in the split up, huh?
Yeah. You know, like, the court really gave it to me because I was such a good father. It was a really tough process for us all, really.
So you have a dog from a breakup. So what kind of dog is it?
He's a Chihuahua Dachshund. He's white. His name's Yogurt.
Oh my God, I love that.
Can't get rid of yogurt.
You can't. You got to hold on tight to Yogurt.
Oh, I love that.
Exactly. We got him off Craigslist.
Little Craigslist dog. That's
Dogs had a
hilarious.
journey.
It's so funny.
It's a journey.
Been through a lot.
Don, I love it, buddy. Why did you guys break up?
Oh, she went long distance, and then, she went long distance. She was living with me, then she moved to Illinois. We did get back together, kind of. Yeah, it's all very, very complicated.
Yeah, it usually is. So she moved away and started sleeping with.
You know how it is.
Yeah.
She moved away and started sleeping with somebody else. You can just say it. That's what happened.
That's exactly what happened.
Nailed it.
To a T.
She's got a dog with somebody else now.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you got to keep yogurt.
That's really good, buddy.
Yeah.
All right, send us a picture of you and Yogurt to our text line. All right, Don?
For sure.
All right, buddy. Have a good day. Thanks for calling.
Yogurt, the
He's
Chihuahua.
funny. Hi, Michaela.
Hey.
Hey, girl. Hey. All right, so what do you have from a breakup?
I actually have quite a few things from a breakup. Because the thing about my ex is he gave me a lot of really cool gifts. He gave me like this record player that I obviously still use. But have you guys ever heard of Squatty Potty?
Yes, the
Oh
little
my
thing that you put your
God.
feet up on while you're dropping a deuce.
Thanks, Shark
What?
Tank. Yeah.
Yeah, he gave me one of those, and that's by far one of the best gifts today, and there's no way I could get rid of that.
That's
Okay.
a daily use.
In what scenario was the Squatty Potty the perfect gift? Like, what was this for?
I mean, just, I guess your girl's having troubles in that area, and then he said, hey,
So-
babe, I know exactly what will make your day.
It was a just because gift. He's like, I got you the Squatty Potty.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
what
he was
is
kind of a
this
weirdo,
thing?
but that's why I liked him, but also why we had to break up.
Michaela,
No.
can you please explain to Katie what the Squatty Potty
I'm
is?
looking. I'm looking.
No, I want
Yeah,
Michaela.
look up a picture.
No, but for the other million people that are listening that have no idea what a Squatty
Yeah.
Potty is, tell us what it is.
So, like, the most primal way you could poop is probably in the crouched position, like if you squat,
Mm-hmm.
and it makes it easy for your, to slow down out of your bowels.
Yeah.
And so if you get a Squatty Potty, it puts you in that position, or close to it at least, for just, streamlined pooping.
Efficient elimination
Streamlined
process.
BM.
It
That's
is,
what it
yeah.
says.
So it's essentially a little stool that you put there at the front of the toilet, and you put your feet up on it while you're going to the bathroom.
Yeah, and it's really fun too, just because, like, when you bring your phone in, and then you got like you can rest your elbows on your knees too a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It puts you in perfect formation.
Oh, yeah,
my
it says just
gosh.
sit, elevate, and eliminate.
Yeah.
I love that.
And it's like, so
I need
sometimes
one
you
of
get a
these.
gift like that reminds you of your ex, and it's like, maybe it's okay to think about my ex when I'm pooping. Like,
Yeah, it's like I was
Like,
just gonna
all
say.
right. Yes.
Every time you're doing that, you're thinking of him, and you're
This
like,
is so proper.
I evacuated him as well. So.
Yeah, you did.
Exactly.
You eliminated him too. Good job, Michaela.
Oh, Michaela, this call made me so happy. I don't know why. It's just
good.
so good. Thank you very much for taking the time to call us. You call whenever you want.
Of course. All right, bye, guys.
All right, happy pooping. See you
ya.
later.
That was too funny.
We'll reset this. We are talking about the gifts that your ex gave you. Do you still have them? Do you still use them? Do you have maybe a significant other in your life right now that doesn't like that you still have this stuff. We're taking all the calls. 303-691, one mix, 303-691-1649. We'll get you here in the studios talking about your ex. Here's Sarah. Hi, Sarah.
Hi. Good
Hey,
morning.
good morning to you. All right, what do you have?
So I have everything Nuggets. I'm a huge Nuggets fan.
Yes,
And
you are. Sorry. Go
Yes.
Nuggets.
Katie's a
You'd
bit of
like
a
that,
fan.
Katie.
Katie's a fan.
So everything that I own Nuggets is from my ex because we went to games all the time. And I have a wonderful boyfriend that understands that I have a past. And then I'm not willing to get rid of my Nuggets gear. Like, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And that stuff's expensive.
You know?
Yeah.
It is.
And you don't want to throw it away. It's almost bad luck to throw away Nugget stuff.
Well,
I think.
I have stuff from when we won.
Yes.
It's like I'm not throwing that away.
You
I'm going to keep
can't.
that forever.
Yeah. So what's your
It's gonna
favorite?
be-
What's your favorite
I'll
piece of?
die in that
What's
stuff, you
your
know?
favorite piece of Nuggets gear that you have?
It's the hoodie I'm wearing right now. Actually,
And he gave it to you?
he did, and I
Yeah.
wear it all the time. And my boyfriend doesn't have a problem with it. He's man enough to know that I have a past. He's got a past too, and he's not insecure like that.
Good.
That's the thing. You got to get with somebody who's just kind of comfortable with
He's
that.
not a stupid Lakers fan or something.
That
huh?
wouldn't be me though. That would
No.
not be me. I'd be uncomfortable.
Heck no.
Heck no. Why'd you guys
Oh,
break
that's
up?
good.
Oh, it's complicated.
Is it all right?
He got to keep the dogs, though. Unfortunately, I didn't get the dogs.
Yeah, but that's all right. They just get your hoodies all hairy.
Exactly.
Dog hair everywhere. Sarah, thank you for calling. Go
Thank
Nugs.
you guys. Have a great day.
You too. What do you have that an ex gave you? You still have it. You're still holding on to it. 303-691-1649. I'm digging the texts coming in saying my children.
Yeah.
So-
Can't get rid of them. You got to hang on to
Yeah,
them.
you got to hang on to them. Hi, Mallory.
Hi.
Hey, you. What do you have?
I have my dog and my ex-in-laws bought my car.
Oh, I would not be giving
wow.
that back.
Oh, right?
Nope.
So,
Oh.
was that a gift or did you buy it from them?
No, it was a gift. And so they bought me the car because my ex didn't like that I drove one of my parents' cars for some reason. So we just had to get me a different car. So
My gosh. So, what did they get you?
this was several years ago. So it's a 2009 Ford Escape. It still runs, and I still have it.
Nothing
So-
wrong with that. My wife had a Escape many, many years ago, and it was one of the best cars we ever had.
Yeah. So, but yeah. So I have my car and my dog.
That's pretty awesome. Okay, so why'd you guys break up?
He told me that I wasn't there for him when he really needed me, and basically he just made up excuses because he was cheating on me.
Oh,
Ah,
yeah.
yes.
Ooh.
Right on.
Always the root of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and not
Yeah.
only am I doing something bad, but it's your fault. So we're gonna break
Car
up.
out of it though.
You're the reason I'm cheating,
My
Mallory.
gosh.
You never
Yes,
tell me you love
everything
me.
was everything was my fault.
You
So-
never hold me enough, Mallory. I'm going to cheat with this girl at the office.
Yeah. So you know.
But you're better now, right? You got somebody now?
Yeah. Yeah. I've been married to my husband for almost 3 years now, and we have a wonderful 3.5-year-old. So
Good for you.
yeah.
Good for you. Hubby doesn't get jealous when you're in that car or anything?
No, he drives it too.
Good.
Good for him.
Getting
As he
use
should.
out of it.
As
I
he
love
should.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mallory, this was a great call. Congrats on the free
Yeah.
car.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
You have a great day.
You too.
All
Bye
right,
bye.
bye-bye. All right, here's last call. We'll do a last call right now for this, and then we'll jump on to Robert. But if anyone else wants to sound off what you still have from your ex, we'll take your call right now, 303-691-1649. Last call. Hey, Robert.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. So what do you have from an ex, you playa?
So I only have one thing left because a lot of things that they gave me don't fit no more because I got fat.
Oh, Robert's all thick. Robert got thick on
Very
her.
self-aware of you, buddy.
Delicious.
Robert has a front butt too, Katie.
Thick and delicious.
Did you know Katie has a front butt,
I do
Robert?
not have a front butt. Do not spread that
Does
rumor.
not, I've met her. She does not have a.
Thank you,
Oh.
Robert.
She had her Spanx on, Robert.
Keep that in check. No, I don't.
You spread two huge lies. In
You should
one-
see her in the studio. She rubs her front butt all morning. She's like,
No, I do not.
She's like, Mama needs a donut. So continue
bad.
with your story, Robert.
So I just have a sweatshirt that I have left over from an ex. Really doesn't bother my fiance at all. She wears it too. She's just like, it's clothes. Why should it matter? No different than a bag. It's like you use it on a daily basis. You're probably not thinking of them, and there's a reason why they're an ex, and you're with another person. So
Boom, mic
the dude
drop,
should-
right? Boom.
Dude should just chill just a little bit. It's like she's probably not thinking of the fact that, oh, hey, this is so and so gave this to me. She's probably thinking, hey, yeah, this is my makeup, my my wallet, my phone, this, that, other things. And it's like, okay, cool.
So why'd you break up with that girl?
Kind of the reason Melody just said, honestly.
Oh.
But it was on that end. She was the one saying you weren't there for me, and I'm like, are you sure about that? Because I always check in and make sure you're okay. But I found out she was the one cheating.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
always the excuse, right?
Yep.
You're not
yep,
there
yep.
for
It
me,
is.
so I'm going to go somewhere else.
Funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and my fiance has stuff from her exes, and she's told me all about them, and I'm like, they're clothes. You use them on a daily basis. You have zero sentimental value to them, so it's like, use them, and if you want me to use them, I don't care. I'll make it
Little do you know that they made out like crazy when she was wearing those clothes,
Oh.
though, Robert.
It's fine.
Yeah, like
Absolutely, and it's
crazy.
still doesn't bother me. I it's twice in the past, and this is why we're moving forward and getting married.
He's
There you
like,
go.
it kind of smells like him. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding, Robert.
Repeat, Robert. You have a great day, my friend. Thanks for calling.
You guys as well. Have a great one.
All right, bye. See you. Katie, what do you have from an ex?
Oh my gosh. So I was actually going around my apartment this weekend looking at things from exes, and the hippie used to give me a lot of rocks and sticks, and I have kept them all. Because we used to go hiking a lot, and I love mountain rocks. Like, it's my favorite. And he lived on the mesa, so he used to collect rocks for me all the time and fun sticks that were bent in certain ways.
Love it.
And I used it for decoration, but I still have all of those around my house. And I was like, man, this man literally gave me pebbles and sticks, and I was like a penguin love over here. Like, I was fine with it.
Yeah.
I was fine with it.
God, what are the odds? There's a funny story. So when Nick Nack and I first started dating, we went on a little hike, and we got back to the car after the hike, and I had my boots on, and there was this fairly good-sized, quarter-sized rock stuck in the bottom of my boots.
Okay.
In the tread, and the grippers underneath. And I popped it out, and I gave it to her. I was like, here, this will remember our first hike together or whatever. So she threw it in her purse, and she kept it for 20-some years now, and then she lost it. She couldn't find it. So this weekend, she did a massive purge on our closet and was getting rid of a bunch of stuff. And I was downstairs, and she comes downstairs, and she's got the biggest smile on her face. She's like, I was going through a bunch of my purses that I'm getting rid of, and she's like, look what I found.
Oh, she found the
And
rock.
she had the rock, and I was like, oh my God, I love you. A
That's
couple
so
tears were shed. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe after 20-some years, you've got this goofy rock still.
Well, you do. Like, you hang on to those sentimental things because it creates a memory for you.
And it
in that
instantly
moment.
brought me back to like when we were dating in that hike. And it's silly that she's had this all these years, and we were trying to figure out like a spot to keep it. She's like, we can never get rid of this. We've got to
Yeah.
figure out a spot to put it. Maybe put a note with it or something so the kids don't toss it eventually or something. And
Yeah.
I think it's pretty darn sweet.
It
Pretty
is
sweet.
sweet.
That's so cute.
Now, on the other end of things, speaking of holding on to things from an ex, when we were pretty far into dating in the beginning, she had this ring that she held on to. She never really told me the backstory to this ring, and it eventually came out that it was somewhat of a promise ring that her ex had given her.
Oh, is this the guy
The
you
guy
stole?
that I
her
stole her
from?
from that she was living with at the time, and he had given her like a promise ring type thing, and she kept it there on her counter with the rest of her jewelry and stuff. And me, being young and stupid and very insecure, I took that ring, and it was somewhat flimsy, so I was able to just like pinch it and bend it basically in half and just kind of ruin it. And then I tossed it down the heating vent in her apartment that she was staying in.
Oh my gosh.
So I got rid of it.
You were a child.
I was a
Was it a real
like.
diamond
Listen,
ring?
no.
Like,
Like,
okay.
looking back at this, it's like how immature was I and how stupid. But you guys, the
hilarious.
backstory of landing Knick-Knack and the headaches of she was living with a guy in a lease and he was just a jackass and trying to get out of it, and there was headbutting and all that.
Well, no, here's the thing. If you can bend a promise ring,
And
she needed to get rid of him anyway.
It was junk.
Period.
So,
Period.
like, I bent it up and threw it in the heating vent in her apartment. And for years, she was like, where did that ring go?
I don't know.
Where was it? And for years, I was like,
Oh
I
my
have
gosh.
no
No
idea.
idea.
I have no idea.
Oh my gosh.
So I will say this is like a couple years ago, I finally came clean. I was like, hey, I just want to tell you that ring that so-and-so gave you, I destroyed it and threw it down a heating vent in your apartment. And she was like, what? She's like, you know how I looked for that ring. She's like, because I actually just kind of liked the ring. She's like, there was no sentimental.
Yeah.
She's like, I just liked the ring. I was like, oh, well, if you go, back to that apartment you were, in the early 2000s and pulled the vent cover, you'll find it.
Oh my
So
gosh.
good. Oh my gosh.
I'm such a man child.
It's all
That's
good.
a kid move for sure, but needed to be done.
Needed to be done, Katie. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Denver's best music, Mix 100.
Is that Justin Bieber or Tate McRae?
It's Tate McRae.
Okay.
They're interchangeable. Yeah.
We haven't seen him in the
What do we
same
think
room
about
at
her?
once.
What do we think about Tate?
I like the fact that she is such a good dancer. We were talking
Great
about that
dancer.
off air.
She tries hard.
Definitely has moves.
So she was dating Kid Leroy. Is she still
Still is,
dating
yeah.
him?
Yep.
Yeah, we're still
so they're a fun couple though. Like they
Oh,
are.
super
So
fun.
I
love
I
them
do
together.
like her. I like her.
Yeah, I think I
You
like
guys
her
not
too.
like her?
That's got a good beat.
We like her.
It's called Sports Car. It's got a good
Yeah.
beat.
She's got that song with Morgan Wallen too. That I
That's a
like
good
lot.
one. I like that one better. Yeah. She figured out a way to whisper through an entire song. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Sure
That's a
did.
good library song right there.
I like her.
Yeah.
And I shall say no more because I don't want to be a pervert. I like her.
Okay. We like her.
We like her. All right, coming up in a few minutes, a trending report. We'll get you updated on everything that is going on in the world of trending, including some Disney protocol that I want to tell you guys about. I'll tell you where people are visiting this summer. Some very important news when it comes to those DMV texts that everybody has been getting. We'll do that and a whole lot more coming up in the trending report. Right now, we're going to jump into traffic. Thanks, Tate. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us on a fun Monday show. We are live and local here in Colorado. We are JKJ broadcasting out of our studios in Lone Tree. Got that YouTube feed. Hop on your app and search Mix 100 Denver on YouTube, and you can be right in the studios with us. Brought to you by our good friends at Safeway. And you should also download that Mix 100 Denver app. It's free. Get it on your phone. Get it on your tablet, because you're going to want to be listening to Mix 100 all summer long. Because we are your all-access station. We have the biggest tickets, the biggest concerts, and we're giving them all away this summer here on Mix, including Jelly Roll and Post Malone every day this week at 7:30 when we play Fast Five. And I do believe that Nina has Bare Naked Lady concert tickets for your drive home, and they're coming to Red Rocks. All part of Mix 100's all-access summer, so keep the radio station on all summer long. All the deets, mix100.com. Let's dive into a trending report. We are definitely in that time of year where everybody's traveling, hitting the road. I got to ask you guys, whenever you think of road trips, do you just instantly think of this song? I do.
Now I will.
Every time we're doing a road trip and I have this in my background. Oh, yeah.
There it is.
I love this song.
The big trend this year for people hitting the road is something called town sizing, where they are visiting small towns this summer.
Oh, that's kind of cute.
Just
Like
to
do the
get-
Route 66 route type thing.
Yeah, just as, go to small towns, get away
Yeah.
from gigantic populations, big events, getting away from Disneyland, things like that, and doing town sizing.
I'm into that.
Which I love, because you get to visit these quaint little towns throughout the country that are just so cute. We were going to do that. We were going to go up to Door County, Wisconsin. Our plans changed a little bit. I think we're doing Wisconsin Dells.
Oh!
Which is like a population
Yeah.
of less than 5,000 people.
Wisconsin Dells is it, though.
Yeah, that's what everyone keeps telling me. We're gonna do an Iowa trip, and while we're out there, I was like, let's go do something to get away from your family for a little bit in Iowa.
What's that, in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin?
Fond du Lac? Something like that, yeah. So
Dude,
Wisconsin
that's
Dells.
Funny.
Which sucks for me, because you know how I am with pools and people,
yeah.
and Wisconsin Dells is known as the water park capital of the world.
Yeah, it is. That's actually close to where I used to live in Wisconsin, relatively close to Hudson when I lived in
Okay, there you go.
Wisconsin, and we went there. So that's cool.
Yeah,
Well,
so
probably not cool for you.
We're
but
doing a little town sizing ourselves this year.
That's really
fun.
smart. They have the best festivals. That's
Do
what
they?
I think. Oh, yeah. Like, even in Colorado here, you got Paonia Cherry Days, Cedar Ridge Apple Fest, you got the Olathe Sweet Corn Festival.
You know them all.
I
The
know
Sweet
all
Corn.
of
I'm gonna
the
look 'em up.
festivals.
I'll go
I
to
know
a festival
all of
out
them.
there.
And it is so
Anything
much
to get out of
fun.
water slides.
The Palisade Peach Fest, like we know that one, but
Sure
there's
do.
like the little small mountain towns. Each and every one of them have their fest that
Yeah.
they're very proud of, and it usually revolves around fruit.
Yeah. You
Or
would
veggies.
I just
enjoy
went to
a water
Paddle
slide?
Fest.
Yes.
Paddle Fest.
Sure, a
What?
water slide, you would enjoy that?
Dude, people are urinating in that water as they go down that
That's what the
slide.
chlorine's for,
oh,
buddy.
God.
Yeah,
Public
just
pools.
keep your mouth closed,
Public
that's all.
pools?
Don't
Yeah,
open
don't
your
scream
mouth.
with
The
your
water
mouth.
park capital of the world?
Yeah.
That's where we're going? I'm like, really?
It's one big toilet.
It's
That's
like,
all.
don't you know me? This is horrible. This is going to be the worst vacation ever.
20 plus years into marriage, and you're
Worst
choosing this.
vacation ever. She's like, the kids want to go. I'm like, well, I don't. I'm paying for it.
right?
This is the dumbest trip ever.
You poor guy.
Anyway, town sizing is the big travel trend this year, and then that was right on the heels of this story that says about 5% of Americans have never been to another state. It's just like, you think about that, like you've never left Colorado.
That's wild.
Oh gosh.
I can't imagine not going out and exploring and being stuck here for my entire life.
Well,
I don't like that.
It's funny because, like, you see the places that it is harder to get out of. I know that there's a lot of, like, isolating feelings in Hawaii and island kind of life, even over on the other side
Island
of the mountain.
fever, right?
There's a lot of people that I know over in Grand Junction who have never left, who have never even been to this side of the state.
Unbelievable.
And it just blew my mind because I'm like, cars exist, right? Like,
I
you can just
know.
hop right over there. You
And
know,
it's so
check it
strange,
out.
like not being able to, like when you're in a group of people, talk about like your travels and where you've been and relate on a few things. And, oh, I've been there. And, oh, you guys need to go here. Like, I can't imagine not talking like that with
Yeah.
people. Like, I ain't never left Grand Junction.
This one time I went to Thornton.
Jeez. Right, yeah. I made my way to Thornton. And I quickly made my way back.
Yeah,
You guys been to the
exactly.
Springs?
Gosh, it's crazy. I did mention Disney. There's a Disney cast member She went to TikTok to give you guys some princess etiquette. If you ever go to Disneyland and you do that meet and greet thing with the princesses, here's what she says. If you're at a meet and greet, what they do is they put the princesses in like a hall, and you go down like a red carpet, and you meet all the princesses as you go, and they're on both sides.
Wow.
You're supposed to go back and forth and meet each princess. She says never skip one when you're in there doing that, because the less popular princesses, it'll start to affect them.
Yeah.
She said if you're a guest, even just walk up and smile and say hello, and then move on to the next one. She said, but never skip any of the princesses, because behind the scenes they get super depressed.
Oh, I'm sure.
They're all sitting around the break room. Nobody came up to me today.
It's
Because they're vaping.
PSD, Princess Seasonal Depression.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Like, it's a real thing. You gotta
know it's
straighten
probably
your crown.
you know it's probably catty behind the scenes.
Oh,
like
gosh.
Cinderella's like probably like, y'all need to bow down. I'm like the OG princess here.
Beauty's like, I'm smart. I read books.
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
So
Like, oh,
you know
yeah.
behind the
There's
scenes,
some
it's-
shade.
It's cutthroat. Again, speaking of Disney, here we go. The Lilo and Stitch movie that is currently out. There's a big story out this morning from a mom in the UK. She took her kids to go see the new Lilo and Stitch, and while she was in the theater, she noticed an adult man in there by himself, just sitting there, munching on snacks, watching the movie. So she hopped onto their forum of like Nextdoor, like a little parent forum on that. And she started going off on this guy. And she's like, is this unreasonable to find this odd and inappropriate that there's a grown man in a children's movie by himself?
Oh, no. People let her have it, right?
95% of people replied on there and said, oh, settle down,
Thank
Karen.
goodness.
UK Karen.
Yeah, UK Karen.
UK Karen.
Let
Knock
the
it
dude
off.
watch the movie.
He's just in there to watch a movie and have a good time and eat some popcorn.
Well, and Lilo and Stitch is probably right up his alley. Like, that probably was a cartoon when he was a kid. So, of course, he wants to come see the live action one.
Let me ask you if the dude's like 60 years old sitting there.
That's
by
fine.
himself.
Maybe
Who cares?
maybe he was like in his 40s and his kids, like the
Well, that or,
original
yeah,
Lilo
like-
and Stitch. And who doesn't love Stitch? That guy is the best. You do a really good Stitch, actually. He does a good Stitch impression. So it's seriously like that movie
I'm
is so
fine with it.
iconic. You know, it's,
Unless you know,
it's great.
You just if he's got his pants or something off, that's when you start
Whoa.
to get concerned.
Yes.
Leave the poor guy alone for
Not for
God's sake.
Stitch.
UK Karen, you never
Keep
know
your
what this guy's
pants on,
into.
and then
That's
we're
the only
okay.
time I'd be concerned if this
Yeah.
guy's sitting in there with his
If
pants
all
on.
his clothes are on, we're good to
He's
go.
fine. Leave the dude alone. So anyway, that's a big nonsense story floating around this morning. All right, Katie Cat, locally.
Yes, locally, first of all, well, this big story about the wrong way driver over the weekend along I-25. I mean, we're seeing video of it and everything this morning. All weekend they've been talking about it, but it really is shocking to learn that someone drove over 30 miles on the wrong side of the interstate. And so we're probably going to find out more about that this week. I know I'm interested in learning more about how that even happened, but very tragic as one person lost their life and 4 people in the hospital because of that accident on Saturday. It's like Sunday morning at like 4, I believe, is when it happened. 4 in the
It
morning.
looks so bad.
When you look
So
at those
bad.
pictures, you wonder how anybody survived it because
Yeah.
both cars are confetti.
Well, the
you know?
the minivan that the person was driving. I mean, it's almost in
gonzo.
2.
Yeah.
Like it's.
How
I
did they
can't
go
even
30
believe that.
miles without getting them pulled over?
Yeah,
How
well,
did that happen?
and again, I
30 miles.
Officers in the Meade area saw this person driving the wrong way and attempted to pull them over, and they didn't. So they stopped because they didn't want to create
Well, you'd think
some
like
kind of unsafe environment.
so early in the morning they would be able to divert traffic or like set up a roadblock or something to get
Yeah.
Spike
that
strips.
car. Yeah, seriously though.
So I
mean,
was putting
it's-
myself in this position, like if I was cruising along and I saw this person go in the wrong direction, if I would sacrifice my car essentially to just smash him out of the way, you know,
Well,
in a safe way, not like a head on, but like help take matters into my own hands.
Well,
if
and
you
I
saw
think
that.
early in the morning, I imagine you would just be confused because you'd probably be pretty close to the person before you realized they were coming at you because the
Right.
interstate curves so much, you probably wouldn't
That's
even
true.
be able to see.
when it's dark out still.
Yeah,
I mean,
that they were on the wrong
seriously.
side
horrible.
until it happened. And you see, like, the people on the other side of the barrier who are actually in the right lane going the right direction. There's someone who's recorded the whole thing, and even she talked to the news after, and she felt awful. She's like, the whole time
I couldn't do
I was
anything, yeah.
hoping there was something I could do to stop this person. I knew they were going to hit something.
Mm.
So a very tragic story. And again, we'll probably learn more about this one this week. But hey, have you guys gotten this text from the DMV, quote unquote?
Oh, you're damn
Oh my gosh.
I'm sick of this nonsense.
It's insane. Like daily, we're getting texts that are not real. And our friend Steve Stagger with 9 News has more on this one.
You know people be clicking though.
Oh my gosh.
You know people be clicking.
And again, that text, we all got it.
Yeah.
We all got the text.
I clicked
and,
it.
You're not
Did you?
supposed to
Actually,
click
I
it.
actually won $1 million.
It's
Look
crazy.
at you. Did you get it yet? Is it in your account?
Don't
Yeah,
click
it
the
was
link.
direct deposit. I gave him
Don't
all of my
click
contact information,
the
my
link.
account
Mother's maiden
information.
name, yeah.
I'm
No.
just still waiting on it.
Jeremy's lying out his
I'm
teeth.
still wait. They said it was arriving today, so
You're such a liar.
hopefully.
No,
they
but the
come
text
through.
itself, they're not like before
They
you
look
would be
legit.
able they do. Before you'd be able to be like, I mean, that's not even spelled right, but they really are making an effort. So just be careful if you're getting texts to tell you to pay. Don't do it. Don't click on that link. Hey, did you hear this? If you know the show The Bear, right? With Jeremy Allen White.
Yeah.
Do you watch?
Yeah.
Such a good show. Well, there's a consulting chef for that show who lives and works right here in Denver.
Are you serious?
Yeah, his name is Brian Lockwood, and he's actually helping some new restaurants in our area start to open up. So it's going to be one of those mixed, like, cafeteria food hall things.
Oh,
gonna
that's
be
kind of all
really
the
neat.
rage right now.
Grange Hall,
isn't it?
yeah.
Exactly,
Yeah.
like a bunch of different restaurants in one place. This is at East 2nd and Adams Street near the Cherry Creek Shopping Center in the Cherry Creek neighborhood. So I'm just really excited to see what kind of food is going to be coming. They haven't really told us what restaurants and whatnot we can expect, but when you have someone like Brian Lockwood influencing
Brian Lockwood.
it all,
That's
I'm
a big
excited.
name.
I'm excited.
It's up
for
there with
this.
Chef Boyardee.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Chef Brian
I
Lockwood.
think he walks around
you
with his
know.
little chef hat on all the
You
time.
know, his
Absolutely.
chef
If I-
knife.
If I was a chef, I would wear my chef hat.
He has a utility belt that holds all his knives. He's that
Yeah.
serious about it.
Wear your little apron
Pretty
with it
crazy.
too, Jared.
He's got his potato peeler.
And the hat.
I would wear that hat
Hat
everywhere.
on point. Colorado Music Hall of Fame. This is a big deal. They're moving it from Red Rocks to the Convention Center. So the hall's actually been around since like 2011. It was found by a concert promoter and started in the now torn down First Bank Center, but it moved to Red Rocks, the Trading Post, back in 2014. And yeah, now they are moving it to the Convention Center. This is just more of the city's efforts to revitalize that downtown area. I'm all for this.
I wish they'd make up their mind and just keep it in one
Yeah.
spot, for goodness
You're
sake.
like,
know.
Can we just put it here and leave it here? Well, it's a neat spot that they're putting it because the Belco Theater also has kind of a music hall of fame thing, so folks can go between the two and see both exhibits and
that's
kind of
neat.
make it
Yeah.
one, right?
All
So
right.
again, just one more reason to get people downtown. I really, really, really like this. And another accident over the weekend. This one actually happening on Colfax. Did you guys hear about this? An SUV crashed and the person in the vehicle was unresponsive. Okay. So the cop came up and he tried to reach into the vehicle. He crawled over and tried to take the keys out of the ignition. And right at that moment, the guy in the SUV wakes up and tries to flee. He's like, oh no, coppers are trying to get me. So he tries to run away. He doesn't realize the cop's still in the vehicle with him.
So funny.
buddy.
The
So
cop
funny.
is still there.
Could you stop?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
My gosh. So cops were able to perform a pit maneuver to stop the suspect just a
good.
short while later. So nobody was hurt in this story and that suspect was arrested. But my gosh, like
What was that guy
he's
hiding?
like, he wakes up. That's like me waking up from a nap. Oh my God,
Yeah.
wlike, what's happening?
What's
What day
going
is
on?
it?
Like,
What
I wonder if
time
he
is
was
it?
like did he have a backpack full of potweed or something, or did he?
must have,
Was
right?
it just like in the moment?
It was like
oh my god.
No, it was like 4 in the afternoon. This guy was
No.
on one.
Oh, he was on something
he was
then.
on one.
They ruined his
but-
afternoon nap. Honestly,
Oh
that's
Too many-
inconsiderate.
Too many Dr. Peppers for that guy.
Yeah, fun. Way more. Yeah. But anyway, again, nobody was hurt in that one. Thank goodness.
Kudos to that cop too
Yeah.
for stopping that one. man.
Absolutely. Thanks to those
Jeez,
cops for
Lou.
doing that.
Man. All right, Katie, is that all you got?
I believe that's all.
That's
I've
it.
got.
Time's up.
Do you want
All right.
another one? Now we're good? Okay, we're good. Yay.
What is it? What's it? What do you have?
Oh, I guess this one is.
I mean, we don't have to if it's stupid.
Oh, well, it's just the skimmers that were found at the
Nah, don't worry
Flying J
about it.
Trauma
Nah.
Center. Just getting the word out. Getting the word out.
Like skimmers as far as credit card skimmers? Yeah, you got to watch for those.
You do.
They're
That one's at
sketchy.
Airport Road in I-70, the Flying J there. They found skimmers, so if you have been frequenting that one, just look at your bank statement to make sure.
Am I the only weirdo? Like when I go to get gas, I inspect those before I slide my card in.
I do.
Yeah, make sure they got the
absolutely do.
sticker on
Yeah.
there and just
Yeah.
take a real close look at it because I don't want to be that guy who gets
No.
bamboozled.
Yeah, I'm always going to tap, too. I'm going to tap all day instead of insert. You tap over insert,
Does that
so it
is
doesn't.
that a clear
Are
cut?
we still
For
talking
real.
about the same thing?
Yes, you tap instead
Yeah?
of inserting your card. 'cause
you
Is
when-
tap
that a
it, girl.
when you
foolproof thing, though?
insert
You
your
tap it
card,
real
that's how
good.
they skim it. But when you tap it,
Are you
you're
sure?
not getting.
It's the
I
only
don't
thing she's
know.
tapping right now. 'cause
The
she's in this
only thing.
Let me
18
tap,
months dry
Josh.
spell.
Let me tap. I'm gonna tap all day. Thank you.
Tap that card, Katie.
Yeah, Katie.
She's like, ooh.
I'm a double tap.
She's tapping everyone.
Triple tap.
She's running up and down.
Just
Tap,
gonna
tap,
run up
tap,
and tap you right on your forehead. Tap tap.
Dear God, it's been 18 months. Someone tap me.
It's just funny at this point.
It really is. It's sad and funny. So, that's it. There's your. I'm glad we worked in that last story.
too,
It was
you
good for
know?
me. It was really good for me. All right, let's jump into traffic. best music. Mix 100, JKJ, getting you through your Monday morning. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. And don't forget to follow us on this social media. Jeremy, Katy, Josh on Facebook. Jeremy, Katy, Josh on Instagram, believe it or not. Posted some pictures from our weekend on Facebook if you want to check them out. Josh, if you have any, send them to me so I can get them posted. We have Katy's tiny cake up there. And then I threw some pictures of me and my grandma up because we celebrated her 90th birthday this weekend.
Your grandma looks great.
She's still rocking it. Very sharp still silly and fun.
Loved her crown and her sash. Like, she's working it.
Yeah, and believe me, I put that crown on too.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Took your turn with it?
She looked good. Yeah, she's doing really good. She's good. She's a little wobbly, when she gets up to move, but she's still getting around just fine. So
that's good.
It's a good weekend. She's super cute. A couple stories I have left here before we get out of here. We can go over this one if you want. The top 10 minor annoyances that stress us out.
Oh.
They surveyed something like 2,000 people, and kind of fell into two different categories: annoying sounds and annoying people. Which I feel like we're all experts at. We can start at the bottom. Your phone going off when you're in a work meeting. Yes, that's annoying.
Yeah.
We all instantly look at the one person where it went off, Like, look at this idiot. And then too many text message dings.
Mine's on silent.
Mine's
You're not
on
gonna
silent.
hear that.
Yeah. Who
We
keeps
have to
it?
be.
Who keeps
Who keeps
it?
it on loud?
I don't think I've ever turned my phone on loud.
Who does
ever?
that? And then my mind just goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you still kind of hear it, and then you feel it.
That was a good sound, yeah.
That is pretty accurate, huh?
An alarm going off. Yeah, that's
ugh.
annoying. Yeah.
Especially when you wake up.
Right.
You got to pick the right one so it doesn't instantly make you mad. Throw your phone across the room.
Heavy breathing. Ugh.
Ooh, yeah.
My mother-in-law. A phone call you weren't expecting.
Yeah. That you feel like you have to answer.
Send them to voicemail. Send them to voicemail. Loud chewing, especially if you're on the phone with that person and all you hear is.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Call me when you're eating.
How about someone on speaker in a public setting?
Oh, yeah, that's super
yes.
annoying too. That's
Worst.
annoying.
Yes.
I want to hear your phone call.
When your Wi-Fi slows down, yeah, who cares?
Oh, I do.
Somebody talking to you when you're trying to focus or you want silence. Yes, like if you're in your work office or something and somebody pops in.
Yeah.
Or you close the door and they're all ding, 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 knocking on it. You're like, it's closed for a reason.
Worst.
And then they open it up and they're all.
I hate when I'm like, and then I pretend to like type and look at the computer like I'm
do
busy.
that too? Yep.
And I look at them and they're still talking.
I don't
and
even
I'm
pretend
like,
to type. I'm actually typing.
I pretend to do things all the time. I pretend to be on my
Yes.
phone.
Yeah, like I'm busy clearly, and then they keep talking. It's like, oh.
You walk fast so you look like you're busy.
Wow, you are still here, huh?
A knock at the door when you weren't expecting anyone. Yeah, that's stupid too. And then when you run into someone that you'd rather not talk to.
Oh,
And that's
I see all
essentially
these
Monday
things.
morning at the office,
Yeah,
right?
right?
It's like
This
every
happens.
single person.
This happens a
Every
lot.
single
A
person.
non-verbal thing, like when you walk by a door or something and the handle grabs your clothes, I'd scream.
Oh.
I will cuss out that
The belt
door.
loop. Yeah.
Do you know my belt
every
loop
time.
is just right in line with the handles at my house, and I've ripped up so many pairs of shorts.
It drives me nuts.
So many because you hook and then you keep going. And
Yeah. Do you yell at the door too? Like
Yeah,
you yell?
I do.
I
Stupid
do too.
door.
I do too.
I like these
I'm glad
shorts.
I'm not the
Biscuit.
only one.
The door's all. Yum, 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 yum. Wow. Yeah, Denver's best music, Mix 100. Jeremy, Katie, Josh in the morning. That's it. We're done. We're out of here, you Nimrods.
Okay. Hey.
Katie was telling us off the air. She's like, I learned something this weekend.
I did. Nimrod's from the Bible, and it was just something my dad insulted us with. You bunch of Nimrods.
Nimrodus 416, right?
No.
Nimrodica.
The book of the Bible.
Nimrodica 415.
No, apparently he's like
person.
the grandson of Noah and the king of Mesopotamia.
Look at that.
Is also a place and not just my room when it's messy. Like something my parents said to us.
Did you just want to work in Mesopotamia on the show today?
No, it like literally blew my mind this weekend when I learned all of these things were actually real or based on real things and not just stuff my parents made up.
Think
to
of Mesopotamia
keep us
as
in
like
line.
the continent, and then there was other like Babylon and other things were in there.
Yeah. And so Nimrod was the king of Mesopotamia.
What an awesome king name, right?
Yeah, right?
King Nimrod.
Yeah,
well, and it doesn't even mean you're like stupid or lazy.
No.
It actually means hard worker. Like the actual thing is a compliment. If someone calls you a Nimrod today,
then you're not a Nimrod.
Just say thank you.
See, what does it mean when my dad called me an idiot?
I don't
That's
know, but
probably
I'd just
me.
be very careful.
That was your
before you say
dad
that.
drinking a
That's
lot and
probably
slurring
me.
his
I
words.
know.
And he meant to say idiot.
Just a word he made up.
Yeah,
You know.
that was when
You're an
Daddy.
idiot.
That's when Daddy was drinking his cough syrup. Dad's
It
got
worked.
a cold again.
It stuck with me, so
All right.
that one worked.
Thanks for that little history
You're
lesson.
very welcome.
Very nice. Very nice.
Poor Katie, are you okay?
We're all gonna learn today.
Hey. All right, Big Rob is coming in next. He's coming in hot. And he's going to have 90 minutes of commercial-free music starting at 11:30 here at Mix. All right, I have a final story for you guys. Keep at it if you're trying to find the person of your dreams. How far would you go, though? This Brazilian woman, Daniela, attended funerals in her hometown every 3 months, for 3 months, to try to catch the eye of this dude named Apollo, the Undertaker.
She's really shooting her shot.
Yeah, so she just kept
Oh
showing
my
up and
gosh.
showing up and showing up and showing up, and eventually the strategy worked.
Did it really?
The two of them were married last month.
What a cute love story.
They arrived to the wedding in a hearse.
That makes sense.
She's
honestly.
like,
Great.
she's like,
Isn't
it
that
only
great?
took me 4 funerals to fall
I
in
was
love
like,
with you.
so many funerals.
God.
So
I
funny.
was dying to meet you. Oh, dad jokes coming in hot. Dad jokes.
Put that one to bed.
We got to get out of here. I'm done. That's it. We're Jeremy, Katie, Josh, Denver's Mix 100. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning.
Bye.
Bye.